All right, begin here. We're going to be, we're at Laughlin Bullhead International in Arizona. We fly to Burbank on the monthly Pilotedge. Event. So here we go. See a bunch of planes already set up here, ready to go. So let's get started. We are landing 778 on the altitude.
Bank angle.
Somewhere around there. Looks good. Position lights on. Circulation, we'll keep it at mins. Everybody's loaded. I'll select heading. Yadammer HSI select for my side. Anti-skid test completed. Auto feather test. We're going to be flying VOR navigation today. So let's go ahead and set that VOR. We're not going to use the FMS for our nav. Alright, that looks good. .118 point 123.9er.
Bandwidth grounds delivery Cessna 226 Alpha November. Start departure for the coastal route with Romeo, and this is for the second leg of the captain.
Ontario Tower, Skyhawk 404, Foxtrot, Romeo, ILS 26 left.
Alright, just going through my flows
404
here.
Foxtrot, Romeo, Ontario Tower, wind 220 at 11 runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 26 left, 4 Foxtrot, Romeo.
We're 226 Alpha November, Van Nuys clearance, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 5626.
Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 5626. 6 Alpha November.
You're 6 Alpha November, read back correct.
We're going to get 144 and 156. Looks good. Clip and pull our ATIS.
Oscar. Laughlin Bullhead International Information Oscar. 2150 Zulu. Wind, 210 at 10.
Lindbergh clearance.
Visibility 20.
Southwest.
Few clouds at 18,000. Temperature 38. Dew point -1. Altimeter 2972. Visual approach runway 16.
Southwest
in
615
use.
Lindbergh clearance.
Departing runway 16.
Airport. Zoo.
Read back all
to
runway
departure.
assignments, and bold
Imperial
short
transition.
instructions.
Venice filed.
Advise on initial contact you have
Climb
Oscar.
via SID. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 3157.
Alright, we have Oscar.
Alright, Southwest 615 is clear to Phoenix Airport. Z2 departure. Imperial transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Frequency 119.6, squawk 3157.
Okay.
Southwest 615, read back correct.
We'll go ahead and put our route in here anyways.
Bandwidth ground Cessna 226 Alpha November at the West Transition Parking, ready to taxi.
Number 226 Alpha November, Van Nuys ground, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
runway
That's pretty
16
much
right
it.
via Alpha Charlie, 6 Alpha
Except for
November.
we're going to do an arrival.
Victorville Tower, Sierra Step 452
Flying
Alpha
for the
Romeo
8.
is
Oops.
about 10 to the west, looking for a full stop with the weather.
We're looking for a Linux.
For 452 Alpha Romeo, Victorville Tower in our right base, runway 17, report 3 miles out.
And we'll
Right base,
use-
runway 1, report 3 miles out, 452 Alpha Romeo.
No, it's confirmed the runway, it's runway 17.
I think we're using Hector.
Runway 1742 Alpha Romeo.
Let's see, Hector. Let's try that again. Hector. And then I plan on doing, I want to do the VOR, VOR 8. But I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm not going to put that in for right now. Alright, so Needles, Hector. Let's just review this real quick. We're going to go. So, Needles, and then Hector's our arrival. So we're going to be Hector.
Victorville Tower, 452 Alpha. It looks like we're more poised to enter into
Copley,
a downwind. Can we do that?
Copel,
That works for me and right now. runway
Palmdale,
Right down, runway 17. Thanks.
Janny. Alright, and
Ah,
then
Victor Tower, good
Eiffel,
morning, Robin 982
Lynx,
Zulu
and then
Bravo
Van
is
Nuys.
50
That's
miles
perfect, just
south,
like that.
inbound, full stop, 7,300.
Alright, we're currently parked right here.
For 982 Zulu Bravo, Victorville Tower, good evening. On our left downwind, runway 21, report midfield.
Alright, that's...
Left downwind 2-1, report midfield to Bravo.
Alright, we got all our fuel in.
North Las Vegas Tower, Cessna 5712 Romeo. We're on the Cortez route. Just approaching
Okay,
El
that's set.
Cortez
Crossville, both of
Hotel
these in there.
and inbound for landing with information, Oscar.
5712 Romeo, North Vegas Tower, good evening. Make straight runway 30 left and report a 3-mile final. The altimeter 2974.
30 left, report a 2-mile final. And can you repeat the altimeter, please?
2974.
Alright, check our
2974.
doors. Alright, all doors are closed. Set the set. And navigation we're going to set. Alright, VOR on, that's good. This will be on VOR 2. That's set.
Ontario Tower, Sky 4, Foxtrot Romeo, we're clear on the south side on
Foxtrot Romeo, Roger, join Sierra to the ramp. You can remain this frequency.
Sierra to ramp, remain on this frequency for Foxtrot Romeo.
Okay. Circuit breakers, circuit breakers.
Cessna 6 Alpha
Two
November.
misters.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna 6 Alpha November, ready
Gear
for
pins.
departure, runway 16 right.
For 226 Alpha November, Van Nuys Tower, make right crosswind departure, runway 16 right, clear for
It's all
takeoff.
good.
Clear for takeoff, right crossing with
Green, green, looks good. Circuit breakers, circuit breakers. Misters are open and...
Lockland Tower,
emergency
Surfair
equipment is
112,
in.
ready for departure 16.
Okay, that looks good.
Surfair 112, Bullet Tower, good evening. Runway 16 clear for takeoff and 150 to 17.
B speeds
Clear for takeoff 16, Surfair 112.
installed there. Flight guidance control panel. We'll set that once we get our clearance.
Victorville 452 Alpha Romeo, base runway 17.
2 Alpha Romeo, runway 17, clear to land, wind 200 at 7.
17 clear to land, 452 Alpha Romeo.
North Las Vegas, 12 Romeo, 2-mile final, 30 left.
12 Romeo, thanks, runway 30 left, clear to land, wind 200 at 7.
Clear to land, 30 left, 12 Romeo.
Towerless, Foxtrot 160 kilo. I think I'm number 1 at 2-1, ready for departure Alpha.
So I'm looking here at So I'm looking here, it says clearance deliveries on 118.25 wind, the tower is closed. Well, the tower's open now. But the ground frequency is exactly the same as what they're saying to pick up the clearance with us. Normally I would, when we don't have a clearance, we'd pick it up on the ground. But it's saying when tower's closed, so is it telling, I'm confused if I need to get my clearance from the tower. I doubt it.
Surfair 112, contact LA Center.
Over to center, it's Fair 112, thank you.
Little confusing for
416 Juliet Kilo, Victorville Tower. Good evening. Runway 21 line up.
I'm going to go to 118.25.
452 Alpha Romeo, amendment to your landing instruction. Land runway 17, clear to land, hold short of runway 21.
Runway 17 to land, hold short of runway 1.
416 Juliet Kilo, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, clear for takeoff.
Vector 234, runway 16, taxi Alpha.
16 Alpha, American 234.
Bullhead ground citation 338 Bravo's got information Delta, ready to taxi. And we're at signature.
338 Bravo, Bullhead ground runway 16, taxi Alpha.
16 Alpha, citation 38 Bravo.
November 630 Alpha Juliet IFR Bob Hope.
It's actually called Burbank.
And November 630 Juliet Verifier going from Bullhead to Bob Hope.
Affirm.
Also Sean Prescott to Bullhead, could you refile for me?
Helps to click the button. Check it now.
From 630 Alpha Juliet, cleared to the Burbank, Bob Hope Airport via the runway 16 departure procedure to Needles, then as filed. Maintain 7,000, expect 2000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.65, squawk 5365.
Clear Bob Hope via the runway 16 departure procedures, Needles, then is filed. I maintain 7, expect 12 within 10. Departure frequency 134.65 and squawk 5365, November 630 Alpha Juliet.
Number 0 Alpha Juliet, you are correct.
Bullhead ground, Pantera 434, Papa GA ramp with Zulu taxi.
424 Papa Bullhead ground runway 16 taxi Alpha.
16 Alpha 434 Papa.
Bullhead ground, Empire 3035's IFR to Burbank.
Empire 3035, clear to the Burbank, Bob Hope Airport, via the runway 16 departure procedure to Needles, then as files, maintain 7,000, expect Puddle 20010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.65, squawk 5373.
Empire 3035 is cleared to Burbank via the runway 16 departures to Needles, then as filed. Maintain 7,000, expect flight level 20010 minutes after. Departure frequency is 134.65, squawk 5373.
Empire 3035, Rebecca.
Alright. Alright, 5373. That looks good. 7,000. Alright, so Bullhead, we're going to look at the departure. Ooh, that looks fun. Okay. Alright, departure procedure for runway 16 is climb on runway heading 164. So let's go ahead and set that in now. Okay. 164 and the E Needles Vortec radio 331. Okay, 2 Needles Vortec. That's it. COA is runway obtain ATC approval for, okay, when requesting our for clearance climb in visual conditions to cross Laughlin Blue, okay, 2000 not, then climbing right turned. Alright, that's set. So, okay, that's perfect. So, Needles VOR is 115.2. Okay, so once we depart Needles, I'm going to also put it in here, 115.2. Set. So once we depart Needles, we're going to fly on the 257 outbound. So I'm going to set that on my VOR course number 257. Right, that looks good, 257. But inbound, we're going to be on the 331. That's 151 on my heading. Oh yeah, so I'll set the, yeah, 151. Alright, cool. That's set. We're 23 miles from Needles. That looks good. Alright, once we leave Needles, we're going to fly all the way to Hector, which will be on 112.7. Let me get that in 112.7. Okay, that's ready to go, and that's on the 076. Our switchover point there is just halfway. Alright, let's look at the low version. Okay, so, or no, our switchover point is 57 miles from Needles. Okay, perfect. We'll keep an eye on that. Alright, so once we hit Hector, we're going to outbound, fly outbound, and that's basically we're going to follow with the outbound 248 radial on down. And we'll start switching all our procedures from there. Alright. I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
717 Tango Sierra, runway 21 clear for takeoff. Wind 180, 14, gust 23.
Good for takeoff. Runway 21, 7 Tango Sierra.
Limber ground, oh, hold on a second. Limber ground southwest 615, ready for taxi, short of Bravo at the Terminal 1.
Southwest 615, limber ground, can you squawk altitude please? Runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
External power AP.
Squawk out to my bed and taxi via Bravo 27.
It's all off. Hydraulic 3 pressure is checked.
Or 717 Tango Sierra, connect Joshua departure. See you in a bit, Ty.
Joshua departure, 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see you soon.
See it. I don't know why that didn't do a an auto test. Fuel quantity is checked. Emergency brake parking is apart. Power levers, disc, fuel conditioners are fuel off. Emergency lights are armed. They are armed. Fasten seatbelts are on. Departure briefing is completed. Alright. I actually can... I don't even have to push this thing back. I can just taxi out from here. Alright, let's start engine number 1, or number 2.
We'll head round, top Swiss 314 at Alpha 2, ready to taxi with the weather.
I wonder if they switched.
Top Swiss 314, bullet ground runway 16, taxi by Alpha.
Runway 16, taxi via Alpha, top Swiss 314.
Alright, we have Papa now. So Papa...
Ready for taxi.
Sorry, who's that ready for taxi? All I heard was ready for taxi.
That was November 630 Alpha Juliet. We're at Alpha 4.
Number 630 Alpha Juliet, bullet ground runway 16, taxi by Alpha.
16 Alpha, 0 Alpha Juliet.
Okay, start engine number 1.
Victor ground, number 182 Zulu Bravo is going Alpha to Camarillo.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of take off a little bit later, just
Remember,
because
92 Zulu
that way
Bravo,
they'll have to put me in a hold somewhere. Allow me to practice some holding procedures probably somewhere down the line there. Let's see what happens.
92 Zulu Bravo, clear to the Camarillo Airport on departure, flighting 250, expect radar vectors Palmdale, VOR, then as filed, maintain 6,000, expect 10,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.1, squawk 2172.
And Rolling 982 Zulu Bravo is clear to Camarillo on departure flight 250, expect vectors to Palmdale, then asphalt, climb 6,000, expect 10,000 within 5, and departure frequency is 126.1 and squawk 2172.
Or 2 Zulu Bravo, revector it.
Bullhead Tower, Swiss 314, ready for departure.
Top Swiss 314, Bullet Tower, runway 16, clear for takeoff,
Pumps
15017.
Auto feathers
Runway
on.
16 for takeoff, top Swiss 314.
forecast set for auto. Let's see, what else do we need? I think weather test is fine for now. Alright, we're gonna take off runway heading, and then on the radial 331 inbound towards Needles, and then as filed, and we're gonna maintain 7,000. Departure frequency is 134.65. We're squawking to 5373. That's already in. We're set, ready to go. Alright, after start flow.
Limburg Towers, Southwest 615, holding short runway 27.
Okay, Southwest 615, Limburg Tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff, 1200 Niner.
Clear for takeoff 27,
Rudder full travels, looks good. Rudder
We're
full
ground
travel
level
looks
20
good.
Bravo with information Golf, ready for taxi, short of jump.
Flaps.
And at 2 Zulu Bravo, Victorville ground, runway 21, taxi via Charlie Alpha.
Flaps 5, indicating 5, checked. Alright. Tank, standby, PTU pumps are all on, and
Tops with
airflow as
314.
required. Alright, after start
LA
checklist, external power AP is off, main bus tie is off,
Over to
ice
LA
protection is
Center,
level 1, rudder trouble completed.
630 Alpha Juliet,
Rudder
Bullet Tower,
actuation
runway
test
16,
complete,
line up
nose
and way to be
series
about 2
on,
minutes.
auto feather is on, engine ratings
Right, 16, line up
top,
and wait, November 6,
89, batteries checked, flaps 5 indicating 5, aux PTU pumps are all on, hydraulic pressure quantity, here's the pressure, here's the quantity, all looks good, momentary press of hydraulic 3, it looks good. Altimeter set, flight instruments are checked, and ice protection test is completed. Alright, taxi light coming on, and let's get a taxi.
Romeo Delta, Victorville ground clear to the Camarillo Airport on departure, fly heading 250, expect radar vectors Palmdale VOR, then as filed, maintain 6,000, expect 10,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.1, squawk 4532.
Flight heading 250, Palmdale, that is filed, minus 6,000, 6,000, like 10,000, 5, 126.1 departure, 532,
16 Romeo Delta, read back, correct.
Bullet ground, Empire 3035, South General Aviation parking with Papa Taxi.
Empire 3035. Bullet ground, runway 16, taxi by Alpha.
16 via Alpha, Empire 3035. Alright, everybody's cleared out.
Number 630 Alpha Juliet, runway 16, clear for takeoff, wind 15017.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 16, November 630 Alpha Juliet.
Southwest 615, connect SoCal departure.
Departure Southwest 615.
Taxiways are pretty small here. Alright, clear on the left. A little late on my freaking turns. I keep forgetting that it's not turns aren't done by with the rudder pedals.
LA Center.
In this plane, it's
over LA Center, November 630 Alpha Juliet.
Alright, I'll go ahead and start getting everything ready to go here.
And Victor Tower, Robin 982 Zulu Bravo, short to 1.
982 Zulu Bravo, Victorville Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff. Wind 180, 14 gust 23.
Runway 21, clear for takeoff, runway Zulu Bravo.
Alright, before takeoff checklist, notification received, takeoff briefing is completed, cabin PA is complete, condition
Was
levers
someone else
max.
calling there that I missed?
Trims.
16 Romeo Delta, ready to taxi to the exit.
16 Romeo Delta Victorville ground runway 21 taxi via Charlie Alpha.
That looks good. Trims are set. Takeoff warning tested, flight controls. We'll just do a quick test here. Yeah, I'm taxiing pretty fast here. Alright, we'll do a quick test here. Full left, full right, neutral, full back, full forward, neutral. Looks good. Flight taxi is in flight, radar terrain. Put our radar on, weather. We're going to put terrain on this side. We'll put weather on that side. Actually, there we go.
Mic check.
5x5 on the mic check.
Good. And bleeds are set. Approach lights are already on. Alright, before takeoff checklist below the line, bleeds, min, external lights on, runway 16, and we're going to be heading 164, and that's checked. Go ahead and switch over to tower. And then departure frequency is 134.65. Okay, it's ready to go. Alright. Pilotedge Tower, Empire 3035, ready for departure. 16. A second here. Just want to make sure I'm still on 123.9, 123.9. Bullhead Tower, Empire 3035, ready for departure 16. Not picking them up. .9. Try it one more time. Bullhead Tower, Empire 3035, ready for departure 16. Maybe the tower's closed. Is this chart old? No. Let's go back 118.25. Make sure I'm still connected to the network. Maybe that's a problem. No, looks like I'm good. Bullet Ground Empire 3035. Not picking up anybody on tower.
Empire 3035. Interesting. I saw you tuned to the tower frequency, but I didn't hear you call on that frequency. But remain in this frequency, runway 16, clear for takeoff, 150 at 17.
Cleared for takeoff, 16 Empire 3035. Yeah, I made 3 calls, by the way.
Interesting. No, I never heard a word.
I could try it again if you'd like.
No, that's fine. We'll just stay here for now. It's the same guy, if you didn't notice.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Throttle set. Okay, auto feathers armed. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. $80 knots checked. We're looking for 122. Alright, rotate. Deposit rate. Gear up. Autopilot. Indicated airspeed. We'll go ahead and climb up to 157 for now. Okay, we're on heading mode. We're indicated climb speed. We're at 2,000 feet.
16 Romeo Delta Victorville Tower, wind 180, 14 gust 23, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Alright, flaps up. This keeps flashing on me. Figure out there was some. I just changed to 4.3.
And Bullhead clearance November 582 Whiskey Delta, looking for clearance over to Burbank.
So I'm wondering if there's when I deleted my config file, if there was something I had on here to stop that from flashing like that. I can't remember.
582 Whiskey Delta, Bullhead ground clear to the Burbank Airport. Fly the runway 16 obstacle departure procedure.
Okay, we'll go speed
to the Needles
185
VOR,
next.
and then join the Janney 4 arrival. Maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 240, 5 minutes after departure.
Okay, 4,500, looking for 7,000.
Squawk 3616.
Okay, after takeoff flow, turn the pumps off. Standby and PTU is coming off. Auto
Alright, we'll
is
do
coming
the
off.
runway 16
pull these back to 900. Looking good. Put our packs.
And 134.
Give them a little air back there.
35 and 3616.
Alright, taxi light can come off. Everything else will stay on.
582 Whiskey Delta.
582 Whiskey Delta, reback is correct to make the initial altitude 7,000. Rest of clearance unchanged.
Okay, everything's looking
7,000. Thank you.
Yeah, we noticed an error when we did the routings up that there is no Hector transition on the Janney 4, so we're kind of amending them as we go.
Yeah, I was planning and I noticed that, but okay, awesome.
Empire 3035, connect LA Center, 134.65.
Going to LA Center, 3465, Empire 3035. That's a lot to say. And we're going to switch. Whoops. Los Angeles Center, Empire 3035, 6,600, climbing 7,000.
Empire 3035, LA Center, out in.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We're at 38 Bravo Contact, dash approach 126.1, I'll see you. Empire 3035, ready to contact 9 miles south Bullhead Airport, climb, maintain flight level 200 on South Street leaving.
Flight level 200 and 6,900. Empire 3035. Alright. That was a little weak on my response there. Okay, we'll go ahead and climb again. Okay. Flight level 200.
Cosway 314.
Alt select. I'm going to go ahead and
accept, leave the altitude restriction
get
at
210 on the speed, and I'll climb via that speed.
Descend via Jenny 4, except leave the restrictions.
Okay, we'll go ahead and indicate speed. We'll set that up now. 210. Alright, and a little late on my turn towards Needles. I can actually go VOR, I can go navigation, selecting on the VOR, and it's going to take me left and line me up there. Okay, after Needles, I'm going to depart 257 outbound from Needles. Okay, climb. Let's do climb checklist silent, basically, by the first officer. It's going to be, I don't know why this keeps flashing. There's some, I gotta look into that, why that's flashing like that. It's just driving me crazy right now. Landing gear up, flaps 0. Power set. Auto feather is off. Yeah, it's just getting worse. It's unbearable here. PTU auto feather, yeah, PTU aux standbys are all. Engine temps are looking good. Bleeds are on and norm. Cabin temps and pressure is
Empire 3035, flighting 260, ready for traffic.
Heading 260, Empire 3035. Man, this is definitely bad. I'm not showing if I don't know if that flashing's showing. Yeah, it's definitely showing.
Hello, Center November 630 Alpha Juliet. We're IFR at the moment, and we're picking up some icing. Can we get 16,000?
Reserve Juliet, climb maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, Zero Juliet. Thanks.
Reserve Juliet, we need to have time allowed to get a pyre up on that. If you could let me know the conditions of the icing and any other weather conditions you can give me, I'd appreciate it.
Roger that.
Oh, this is driving me crazy with this flashing. I remember it doing this before on 4.2, and I remember doing something to solve it. I can't remember what it was. Must have been something in my configuration file. I'm going to probably just get that old configuration file and put it back in here. Alright, we're basically on headings right now. What we can do is, so we got Needles, we're going to go course.
3035, you got traffic 1.17 miles westbound. Kodiak got a 12,500. He's climbing to 16,000 for icing. He was reporting icing. I didn't get to all the conditions, but he's reporting icing over his position about 17 miles ahead of you at 12,000. So I'm not sure if you're going to climb quicker than that or what, but I just want to let you know about that.
Yeah, looking for the traffic Empire 3035 and got that info. We're good, by the way.
Alright, very good.
Wow, this is like almost like seriously almost unbearable. I don't know what I did differently here. Let's see, maybe take this down.
Oh, Center November 630 Alpha Juliet. We'll give you that full prior up once we get through these max cloud tops so you can know that information.
See if that helps at all.
Roger. Just let me know.
There should be somebody out here Whoa, 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 what just happened? What just happened here? I got no issues here. What's going on here? I lost. Oh, it's my throttle settings just died. This did this to me the other day too. All right, so now I gotta keep checking those. Ooh, this gets scary. Yeah, I don't know how he was getting icing conditions. I'm pretty good on the temperatures here. Alright, let's go back autopilot.
LA Center, Boeing
Indicated.
232 Whiskey Pop, we're at 4,000, climbing 7,000.
Boeing 232 Whiskey Pop at LA Center, report leaving 5,000.
Wilco 2 Whiskey Pop.
House was 314, contact Joshua approach 126.1. We'll see you later.
Alright, so we're back on heading
Joshua
mode.
approach
260.
126.1, it's 314.
Actually, 260, there we go. So our next...
Empire
LA
30,
Center, Boeing
35,
232 Whiskey
direct
Pop, we're at
Hector.
6,000 for 7,000.
Direct Hector, Empire 3035. So
232
112.7.
Whiskey Papa. Radar contact. Correction, this I did it for me real quick and verify your altitude.
Alright, we're clear direct to Hector. Alright, from Hector we're going to leave Hector at heading
Flight
to
Center November 630 Alpha
248.
Julia. It's ready with the pilot when able.
After Hector we're going to put in
232
Palmdale,
Whiskey
which
Papa,
is
ready?
114.5.
232 Whiskey Pop, I am identifying, I'm not sure if it works in this craft actually.
232 Whiskey Papa, Roger, we'll try something else. Set transponder to standby. Two Whiskey Papa, squawk normal.
So Palmdale 067.
232 Whiskey Papa to contact 12 miles south of the Bullhead Airport. Climb maintain flight level 247.
247, so I can go ahead and put
Flight
that
level
in
240,
here now.
232 Whiskey Pop.
Jeff, Juliet, ready when you are.
Right, we were experiencing light right icing, base of clouds around 11,000, and we broke out right around 15,000. Zero up to yet.
Alright, we're looking
Jeff,
pretty
Juliet,
good.
Roger. And,
It's
see
73
your
miles
conditions.
to Hector. 18 flight level 180.
Say again?
What were the ride conditions, turbulence-wise?
Oh, negative turbulence.
Roger, and do you also have the temperature, or are you giving that information, or do you not have that as well?
At 16,000, I'm looking at a negative 17 Charlie.
I'd appreciate it.
No problem.
Alright, so we can go ahead and speed this up just a hair. Hey, 1,000 to go.
232 is Papa clear right, Hector.
A 232 Papa clear direct Hector.
Speed's coming alive. Oops. Let's pull these slowly back to 850. Alright, speed's coming up nicely. Seatbelt signs can come off. Could have done that a little earlier. And landing lights as well. Cabin differential is looking good. Altitude in the cabin is about 5,000 and the rate is at 0 since we're not climbing anymore. Excuse me, that's all good. Landing elevation is just under, there we go, about 800. Looks pretty good as well. And we can go ahead, actually we can go ahead, we got 55 miles, we can go ahead and set nav, so it's basically just direct to the VOR on this course, which we're already on anyways. Go ahead and set that up. Once we leave, let's just show. Let's just put that on. So once we leave Hector, we're going to fly on the Lynx 8. So it's going to be outbound 248. Once I get to 20 miles past Hector, I'm going to switch over to pick up the Palmdale and then inbound on the 247 to Palmdale. And then leaving Palmdale is going to be 240 to Lynx. And then how we pick up Lynx is basically we're going to look for Lake Hughes on 108.4. Basically make a left turn. We'll make a left turn initially for we'll pick up Lynx by getting the 170 on our backup channel. And then what we'll do is as soon as we start seeing that needle move, we'll start making a left turn, heading direct to Van Nuys on 149, or radial 329, which is the 149 inbound. So let's make sure we got Palmdale in there, 114.5 in our backup. That looks good. And then in our nav 2, we're going to put in Lake Hughes, which is 108.4. Okay, that's ready to go. And then after that, we're going to put in, we'll switch this over as well once we pass that. And we'll put in Van Nuys 113.1. Oops. Alright. Switch that over. There we go. 108.4. for. The first setting we're going to look for is to know when we're at Eiffel, and that's radial 135. Actually, what we could do here is, what we should do here is look, since we're on VOR, I want to see where Basel is, and so Daggett, we're going to put in 113.2 on the 214. So we're going to set that in first. Let's just keep that going. 113.2. And then it's going to be 214. And then we're looking for, make sure we have VOR2 in here so we can check this out here. So we still got 37 miles to Hector. We got a little ways to go. So it looks like when I changed my settings to not be, I did VSync. I had VSync for unlimited. It was like flashing on me when I moved down the frame rates to 30 with VSync on it. It seems to have solved my flashing problem, which is good. Los Angeles Center, Empire 3035 needs AFK 1 mic.
Empire 3035, that's approved. I'm going to have lower for you here about 20 miles.
Roger, be right back. Empire 3035.
Los Angeles Center, November 582 Whiskey Delta, level at 7 towards the Needles.
582 Whiskey Delta, LA Center. I did. We're 582 Whiskey Delta, radar contact 10 miles south Bullhead Airport. Maintain flight level 240. And clear direct Joey's.
That's flight level 240, clear direct Joey's. 582 Whiskey Delta.
Empire 3035, back in frequency.
Empire 3035, route across Copley at maintain 14,000, the Burbank altimeter 2987.
Cross Copley at 14,000, 987, Empire 3035. Copley, okay, 14,000.
434 Papa contact, Josh approach 126.1.
So I need to lose 6,000 feet. That'll take 3 minutes. I'm traveling at 5 miles per minute, so that'll be 15 miles from Copley. I'll do a little bit shallower descent, so let's go, we'll start at 20 miles from Copley, which is, so once I'm 20 miles from Palmdale, I'll start my descent.
Empire 3035 minute, the altitude across Copley at maintain 12,000.
At Copley at 12,000, Empire 3035. Alright, so that's going to give me, I need an extra, so that's going to be 8,000 feet. That's going to take me 4 minutes.
Number 232 Whiskey Papa, across Copley at maintain 14,000.
So I said 20 miles, so let's go, we'll go 24 from Palmdale. We'll start our descent.
Could you say again, altitude please, to Whiskey Papa?
14,000.
Cross Copley at 14,000 to Whiskey Papa.
Or 630 Alpha Juliet, same goes for you across Copley at maintain 14,000, Burbank altimeter 2987.
Cross Copley at 140 and 2987.
Alright, so we're gonna head, we're getting ready to cross.
LA Center, Pantera 434 Echo Papa. Can I get that Joshua approach frequency once more?
I'm gonna put it in heading mode.
1044 Echo Papa, 126.1.
26.1 for Papa. I was trying to be 6.
I'm gonna hit 248 in the outbound leg. I'm at 257 now, so as soon as I cross over, I'm roughly about 3 miles. Ella's starting to cross over now. She's about to say 3.5 miles, so they're starting to cross over now. Start moving our heading to 248. We'll move our course to 248 as well. What I don't want to really see, I don't want to see this line here, because since I put in the nav, let's see if we can do a different format so I don't really see what's going on here. No, that doesn't really work, because it's basically just showing me the line that I need to be on, and I don't really want to show that right now, because I'm flying via radar. Okay, I'm a little, for some reason my chart says 248, but you can already see I'm already off. Go ahead and fly 250 then. Alright, so my changeover point is going to be, if you can see, it's at Basel, and that's at 20 miles from Hector, and I'm also got Daggett dialed into my nav 2, my radial 214. So once we see Daggett at 214, once you can start seeing this come up 214, I should be at 20 miles on my DME. That's going to confirm that I'm at Daggett, and that's when I'll switch over to my to the Palmdale radial, Palmdale VOR, and track that inbound. And then again at about 24 miles, I'll start descending from Palmdale to reach Copley at 12,000. Again, I don't really want to see this display. Let's see what I can do with that. Oops. As I go format again. guess there's nothing I can do except for if I just wiped out. No, I kind of want to have this in for backup, but you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's go flight plan. I will do this. 99. Enter. That way we don't...
Empire 3035 Sierra speed.
Empire 3035, 250 knots.
Empire 3035, are you able to slow down to 200 for me?
Empire 3035, will go.
Empire 3035, roger. Maintain 200 knots round trail spacing.
Just reducing speed 200, Empire 3035. Guess I'll be last to go in. Alright, hold back on the power. That means I can actually descend. That means I can descend at 20 miles. So I'll start my descent at 20 miles from Palmdale. That gives me 10 miles to descend 8,000 feet at 2,000 feet per minute. Should be fine.
Empire 3035, contact Josh approach 126.1.
26.1 Empire 3035. Joshua approach Empire 3035, flight level 200.
Empire 3035, Josh approach. Hey, Palmdale, altimeter 2986.
Empire 3035. So kind of taken back on the Palmdale altimeter, but I forgot I got to descend here, so that's why we're getting the 2986 call. All right, we're about almost to 200 knots here, so we'll go ahead and push up our throttles to maintain 200.
Joshua approach, Boeing 232 Whiskey Papa at flight level 240.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention to this. Okay, so we've already reached 20 miles, and so I should have switched over. I was just staring out in space, obviously. So we're going to go, first of all, I'm still in heading select to make sure of that. Go ahead and switch over to Palmdale. Should be inbound on the 247 radial now.
Empire 3035, just maintain 12,000.
Down to 12,000, Empire 3035. Yeah.
For 232 Whiskey Papa, Joshua approach. So maintain flight level 210.
So course 247.
Flight level 210, 232.
Yeah, he's trying to get me down a little earlier, but that's fine. Oh, okay, so he said 12,000. Okay, we'll go ahead and hit VS. We'll do it 1,000 feet per minute since we're 40 miles out. Again, we're traveling at 4 minutes per mile. It's going to take us at 1,000 feet per minute to get down. It's going to take us 8 minutes. And we're traveling up as 32 miles, so we're still going to reach, we'll still reach Copley, which is 10 miles here. We'll still reach it at 12,000 as planned. Probably go just about 1,100 feet here. And let's pull back the speed. He did say maintain 200 knots. Okay, so I'm picking up Palmdale. I'm just not on the 247 heading here. It should be coming in online here. I find that the course is off for some reason. I don't know if it's in in P3D a little bit, or if it's just plain. Or 87. We're going to go ahead and set that in now.
Boeing 232 Whiskey Papa, shall I descend to cross Copley at 14,000 as previously instructed?
No, anytime you get a new altitude instruction, it cancels the previous. Boeing 2 Whiskey Papa, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Flight level 180, 232 Whiskey Papa.
Or
Temperature
2
24.
Whiskey Papa, correction, flight level 190.
2.15. Altimeter 2987. Visual approach runway 8, in use. 4 stacks visual approach runway 15 in use. Departing runway 15. 8. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Land and hold short operations in effect. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have X-ray. Burbank Airport information X-ray. 2353 Zulu. Wind, 1.
Alright, we have X-ray. And this is just not picking up because I know I'm on course here. Basically, we need to be direct to Palmdale, so if you look here, direct to Palmdale, a heading of 250.
Two Whiskey Papa, descend maintain 4,000.
7 maintain 4,000 to the street.
Okay, Copley's still 10 miles, so we got 20 miles to go, and we're looking pretty good on the descent. He did say descend and maintain 12,000. That was basically, we don't have to reach Copley now by 12,000, but I was told by the new controller to maintain, descend and maintain 12,000. I'm going to try to do, if possible, if they'll give it to me, I want to do the VOR 8 approach. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be flying up here, and they're going to...
Power 3035, resume normal speed.
Normal speed and power 3035. Alright, go ahead and kick it up a little bit. So what I'll try to do is they can give me vectors to Sawana. If they have to send me out to Gina, that's fine. I can get Canuck. Actually, I can't get vectors Canuck because that's not an IAF. But yeah, so somewhere around Sawana would be good. Come down here and get vectors. Fine. Alright, I'm going to, since I'm going a little faster, I'm going to increase my descent speed just a hair. At 25 miles, so we look at our 25 miles coming up. Remember, 10 miles is Copley, and then once we reach Palmdale, we're going to make a left turn for 240. Alright, there's no other reference point for Janney, unless we can look here. Let's see here. I don't see any other reference point for Janney yet. Hold on. Nope. That's fine. We'll just consider Janney at 15 DME from Palmdale. We can pick up Eiffel though on the Lake Hughes 108.4. So let's set that on nav 2.
108. 2 Whiskey Papa reaching 14,000, reduced speed to 210.
108.4, and that's going to be on the radial of 139er.
Boeing 2 Whiskey Papa reaching 14,000, reduced speed to 210.
Reduced speed 210,
Okay, that's set.
3035 reaching 12,000, reduced speed to 210.
Once 12,000, reduced speed 210, Empire 3035. That was said really poorly. 1,000 to go. Okay, about 17 miles from Palmdale. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start slowing this bad boy down.
Maintain 8,000 at 210 knots, the altimeter 2985.
We can also start decreasing our descent rate as well.
Cross Johnny at 8,210 knots to
Palmdale's 15 miles.
Empire 3035, cross Channy at 8,000 at 250 knots, correction 210 knots.
What do you say, Channy?
Empire 35, cross Channy at 8,000 at maintain 8,000 at 210 knots.
Cross Channy at 8,210 knots, Empire 3035. He said Channy. What am I missing here? Oh, Janny. Okay. Jesus. Alright, so 8,000. Alright, so what I want to do here is... What I forgot to do is to set my altitude here. So I got 25 miles. There's no reason. Basically, what I can do here is just go. Yeah, a little spazzy here on the. All right, so 8,000. I forgot to put the alt hold. My bad. All right, so I got to be at 210, maintaining 210. Let me get back on. Yeah, that threw me off. I thought he said Channy, and I was like, I should have realized he was saying Janny. So 210, 8,000. So I got alt select 8,000. This is still too steep of a dive here. I don't need to. I can be like -200 right now. And Palmdale, I'm basically just about to cross it. I'm going to go left for 240 outbound. I'm not going to chase the needle since I'm getting real close. But I do need to get my speed up a little bit here. Alright, so we're coming up on Palmdale, left 240, and we got 15 miles to get down to 8,000, and we'll do that easily.
Joshua approach. Approach, good evening, November 630, Alpha Juliet, 16,000, negative weather.
630 Alpha Juliet, Josh approach Palmdale altimeter 2985.
Okay, so we're still about
Papa contact, so
half a mile here, or about a mile here before it's switching over. So we're cruising right now about 4 miles a minute. So we need to get down 2,000 feet. If we go 1,000, that'll take 1,000 feet per minute. That'll take a total of 2 minutes. And like I said, 4 miles. So that's going to be 8 miles. So from Janny, so basically at 10 miles from Palmdale, as long as we're at 10,000 feet, we can go 1,000 feet per minute there. All right, let's make our left turn here for 240. going to do it 242. For some reason, this picks it up a little bit off course. So I want to maintain. Okay, my speed is 210, looking good. All right, so from Palmdale, I don't have any other cross references for Janny. The only thing I got, if you look here, is just basically 15 miles from Palmdale. I don't have any other VOR, so my next cross reference point will be Eiffel again, and I'm already set for Lake Hughes on 108.4
approach 134.2
and 139. Just see it in there. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. We picked up the ATIS already. We have X-ray. 2987 is the altimeter. We're already set for that right here, so we're good on that weather. Okay, let's go ahead and start nosing down 1,000 feet per minute. We'll get there just a little bit early, but that's okay. Okay, I've got to pull back the throttles here to maintain speed. Okay, just doing our typical scan here. 210. Picking up the VOR.
3035, contact SoCal approach, 134.2.
34.2, Empire 3035. I hear a jet behind me somewhere. I hear another plane. What did I say, 134.2? Yeah, alright.
And are you direct post at this time?
Direct hoax at the moment, 7 Tango Sierra.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, roger. Depart Totes heading to the
okay, I'm at Janny. I'm 1,000 feet off. For some reason, I was...
Okay, well, depart hoax heading 060 vectors to visual, 7 Tango Sierra.
I was a little late. I don't know what the... I think I was... My mouth was...
232 Whiskey Papa, turn left heading of 170 to maintain 6,000.
I was thinking 2,000 feet when I was doing my mouth.
Turn left 170, descend maintain 6,000.
Circle approach, Empire 3035, 8,500.
Empire 3035, Circle approach. You can expect the visual approach runway 15, Burbank altimeter 2987.
Visual 15, 2987, Empire 3035. Okay. That works for me. So we're coming up on Eiffel. Remember 139 on our, so we're at 125 now, so it's coming up on Eiffel. We should be at Eiffel at 22 miles DME. Okay, my speed's getting slow. Picking up the alt, looks good. Get my speed back up. So we're at 130, so
R2 Fox Charlie, my contact 1 meter approach 124.
Coming up on Eiffel here quickly.
14.778.
Get my speed back up to 210.
The 232 Whiskey Papa flying 100 to maintain 5,000.
100, 5,000.
This should be the Lake. I think this is Lake Hughes right here. All right, we're at Eiffel now. 21 point. Yep. So that looks pretty good. That cross reference, that's good to go. So now we're going to 20. Length is going to be 27 miles, and Lake Hughes 170.
Pressure 1 o'clock and 2 miles after.
So what I'll do is course 170 here.
Yeah, we've got the traffic inside. Thank you.
And my speed. Okay, 170. So now we're looking for 170.
222 Whiskey Papa, the Burbank Airport at your.
Maintaining 8,000 on heading mode. That's pretty good. This shows a little bit off, but I think we're really good actually.
Going to do is we have the airport, so.
232 is clear visual approach runway 15.
Cleared visual 1532 is correct.
Empire 3035, turn left heading 170, just to maintain 6,000.
170 down 6,000, Empire 3035. Alright, down to 6,000. Let's get our descent going here. Okay, so we're on heading 170, 6,000, alt select, and let's get down. We'll go about 1,100 here. Alright, we can go ahead and get rid of this because we're no longer doing the arrival. So next what we'll do, I don't know if we're not doing that. Let's go ahead and pick up the 4 stacks visual. Or we're not really going to do that either, I don't think. So we'll see. So the rest of it, everything we're going to do next is just visual stuff here. They're going to vector us in. We don't even need to be on any kind of VOR or anything. Because I missed...
3035 17, 5,000, turn left heading 100.
Left 100 down to 5,000, Empire 3035. Alright, down to 5,000 next. Yeah, so if we have to go mist, it's just basically a visual mist.
Ray Delta Lima traffic at your 11
okay, heading mode 150, alt select 5,000. Pretty good. Anytime you make any kind of change here, it's always a great idea to double check everything that your autopilot's doing, because it's many times that you think it's doing. Ah, see, he said 100 Empire 3035. And there was, for some reason I thought you said 150.
232 is Papa, Burbank Tower 118.7, good night.
Tower 118.7, thank you.
Yeah, my bad. I wasn't, I don't know what I repeated, but I was thinking 150, so anyways. So yeah, so heading, like I was saying, always make sure heading select 100, alpha select 5,000. Okay, next thing we want to look at is our tower. Burbank Tower is 118.7. I don't know if they're going to give us another approach controller, but I'm going to go ahead and get ready anyways. 118.7. If we
Empire 3035, Burbank Airport at your 1 o'clock, 1 to 2 o'clock, and 1 3 miles port in sight.
Airport in sight, Empire 3035. It's right here.
Empire 3035, Vickers approach runway 15, maintain 170 knots or less to final time.
Clear for the visual 15 and 17 on the 170 on the speed, Empire 35. All right, 18. I say 118.7. This one shit gets busy. That's why I wanted to get the tower in there early. So that's 118.7. That's ready to go. Okay. We're at 5,000. We're going to get our speed down. Flaps 5, excuse me. So here's our runway. We're going to aim for this point here. The altitude at the runway is 778. All right, he wants to see. He said 170 on knots.
3035, Connect Burbank Tower 18.7.
Going to Tower Empire 3035. He wanted it to be at 170 or less. So what we'll do is we'll help him out a little bit here. Burbank Tower, Empire 3035, visual 15.
Empire 3035, Burbank Tower, good evening. Wind 160 at 11, runway 15. Number 2, clear to land, following a 737 on a 2-mile final.
I cleared to land 15, look for the traffic, Empire 3035. It got really slow here, by the way. Alright, so here's our threshold here. Again, like I said, everything comes really fast, so got to kind of keep up on everything. We got to start descending more. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go autopilot off. We're going to go completely hand control this thing. I don't see the traffic. Traffic should be like right out here. I mean, it's pretty far out there, so we shouldn't have any problems with any kind of wake turbulence. We can actually land a little bit long to stay up higher than the wake turbulence. All right, we got flaps 5 next now. We'll go ahead and get our gear down. We can do it early. This is pretty cool. Now, I've never done this visual approach ever. This is pretty cool. I've only landed 08, so this is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get our gear down.
Victorville Tower, Piper 2009 X-ray, short of 21 at Alpha.
2009 X-ray, Victorville Tower, on course approved. Runway 21, clear for takeoff at 160. 16 gust 22.
Gear down. Flaps 10.
Takeoff. 09 X-ray.
232.
Alright, you know what I didn't do? Oh man, it's just completely stuttered. Oh, I get my lights on early enough.
232, skip over, clear of 15 to the left.
Whiskey Papa Roger, you just going to the terminal there?
Affirmative.
And
Whiskey Papa Roger, taxi.
The most important thing I didn't do is...
the ramp, thank you very much.
Oh, this thing's just stuttering out big time.
Camarillo Tower, good afternoon, November 782 Foxtrot Lima, VOR runway 26.
Runway 2 Foxtrot Lima, Camarillo Tower, good evening, runway 26, clear to land, wind 220 at 9.
Yeah, that was really bull crap.
1,000.
Yeah, I know, it's beeping at me. It's like stuttering really bad right now. Everything's just moving in slow-mo. Alright, flaps 15. Yeah, sorry about that. One thing I didn't do here is see if it stuttered out on me again is put that men's. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Yeah, this is a horrible approach. It's really stuttering bad on me. Wow, I was really behind the jet too of the plane, so I can't blame it on the stuttering.
Minimum.
Yeah, landing.
Burbank Tower, Robin 717 Tango Sierra, 7 miles northwest, full stop.
717 Tango Sierra, Burbank Tower, good evening, continue, and if required, are you able to land 15 to hold short of runway 8?
50. Oh, I think we can do that, 7 Tango Sierra.
I'm sure you can.
He definitely can.
I appreciate
7 Tango Sierra, runway 15, clear to land, hold short of runway 8, wind 160 at 11.
Clear to land 15, hold short, runway 8, 7 Tango Sierra.
That was horrible. Way early. I barely even kept it in the air.
What's my available runway for Robin 7 Tango Sierra?
Tango Sierra, sorry, say again?
What's the available runway for that lasso operation for 7 Tango Sierra?
Stand by, I'll have to look it up for you.
Yes, I'm
Burbank Tower, November 401 Tango Sierra, sorry for the late call, comms issues, we're over Van Nuys.
401 Tango Sierra, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 160 at 11.
Runway 8, clear to land, 401 Tango Sierra.
Onto the cargo ramp. Woof. But that's over. That was horrible.
Camarillo Tower, Twin Cessna Delta Lemurs, firm inside 5 miles.
Great Delta Lima Camarillo Tower, make sure you're on
Nord,
26.
did I not do any kind of checklist on approach? I mean, I failed everything on that one. I'll give myself a complete failure. That was crap. Burbank Tower, Empire 3035's exit at Charlie. Taxi straight ahead to the cargo ramp.
Empire 3035, roger, Charlie to the ramp, and remain this frequency.
Charlie to the ramp, this frequency, Empire 3035. Jesus Christ, up. And yeah, that was really bad. Horrible approach. I just get these stutters here in LA on P3D, and that's why I haven't been flying the P3D in this area. I haven't been flying it at all lately, but X-plane has been kind of
7 Tango Sierra,
deal here.
4,250 feet.
4,250, thanks. Charts check out. We should be okay. 7 Tango Sierra. Thanks for digging that up.
All right.
Camarillo 782 Foxtrot Lima, 26 vacated via Charlie for signature.
2 Foxtrot Lima, thanks. Charlie Foxtrot to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Charlie Foxtrot to the ramp, this frequency 782 Foxtrot Lima, thank you.
401 Tango Sierra, be a Robin Deer 40 landing 15, will be holding short of your runway.
1 Tango Sierra.
Camarillo Tower, Twin Cessna Delta Lemurs, 3 miles final. 26.
Lima runway 26, clear to land with 220 at 9 air.
Cleared 1268 Delta.
Okay, this is the cargo area for Burbank. This is a great plane to fly. I mean, this plane itself is awesome. It does everything you need it to do. It never has. I never have a problem with it, and it's never doing something I don't expect it to do, like other planes do all the time to me. Hold on for a second. Oh, I was going to see if that guy's landing right there. Yeah, check that out. Oh, he's landing way long. Holy crap. Anyways, okay, let's get this thing shut down. Park brake set.
7 Tango Sierra, traffic's through the intersection now. You can cancel the hold short restriction.
7 Tango Sierra.
One Tango Sierra, and what is probably the longest landing rollout of Cherokee in history. Say parking.
1 Tango Sierra going to Atlantic, and yeah, just special for you.
1 Tango Sierra, just turn left on Delta, hold short of runway.
That wasn't a
left Delta.
That was a long that was a long landing. All right, that's all set. All right, let's see here. Let's do our shutdown procedures. Taxi, all that good stuff is off nose of steering. I guess
Tower, Bravo 7, take us here. Clear Bravo 2 for Atlantic Aviation.
7 Tango Sierra, roger, Bravo and Delta to the ramp. You can remain this frequency. See you time.
Bravo Delta to the ramp, your frequency. 7 Tango Sierra. We'll see you in a few, Sean.
That was fun.
Do what I can.
Bullet ground, JetBlue 720, request taxi.
JetBlue 720, bullet ground,
wrong
16
here.
taxi by Alpha.
These can come off.
Only 16 taxi via Alpha, JetBlue 720.
401 Tango Sierra, cross runway 26 at Delta, hold short of Bravo.
Alright, that's it for me.
Cross 26 at, sorry, say again for
Might
1
do
Tango
another
Sierra.
flight here, but not
cross 15 at Delta.
Probably not
yeah,
in.
Cross 15
I'll
at
probably
Delta,
do it. Maybe I'll go and explain.
Okay, 15 at Delta, hold short, Bravo.
Step away for a couple minutes, and then we'll figure out another plan out of here. I'll be right back. Meanwhile,
Miro Tower, Twin Straight, Delta Lima is clear at Bravo.
And
Hey,
about
Delta Lima,
here.
thanks, Bravo, Foxtrot to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Bravo Foxtrot the ramp, this frequency, thanks for your help.
401 Tango Sierra, continue taxi, Delta to Atlantic, remain this frequency.
Delta 2 Atlantic with you. Thanks for your help tonight. 1 Tango Sierra.
Commander, very good afternoon. Number 982 Zulu Bravo is going IFR to Whiteman.
'92 Zulu Bravo Camarillo. Roger, on request limit.
Tower JetBlue 720 ready to go.
JetBlue 720. Bullhead Tower, runway 16, clear for takeoff, and 150 to 12.
16 clear for takeoff, JetBlue 720.
Alright. I'm going to... Yeah, I was thinking about just jumping in that Robin from X-Plane and taking off from here. That'd be kind of cool. Not sure where to go. Do you have any ideas here? But I do know that I have problems with P3D in LA area for some reason.
We're 9827. November 982 Zulu Bravo, clear to the Whiteman Airport on departure, flight heading 275. Expect radar vectors to join the Van Nuys 255 radial to Gina, then direct. Maintain 4,000, expect 5,000.
Trying to figure out how.
Departure.
My bad.
Departure frequency 124.7.
Trying to figure out how to get...
Squawk 3751.
Oh, there we go. Let's see here.
Number 982 Zulu Bravo is clear to Whiteman. On departure fly heading 275 vectors.
Was anybody cleared to land recently?
255 to Gina, then direct.
Let's see if we can watch him come in.
5,000 within 5. Departure frequency is 124.7 and squawk 3751.
Number 2 Zulu Bravo, read back correct.
San Luis Tower King Air 545 Sierra Tango, 8 miles east, full stop landing with Romeo.
545 Sierra Tango, San Luis Tower, good evening. Make straight in, runway 29 report a 3-mile final.
I was hoping to see if we can find somebody
report
coming in.
3-mile final, runway 29 King Air 545 Sierra Tango.
So, what do we think we should do here? If I take off from here, out of here, we can go up to Santa Barbara maybe. Let's try that. Let's do that. Let me load up X-Plane real quick. And we'll get in that Robin. And we'll get that going. Sorry about that. Don't know what I hit there. Okay, so that Robin is somewhere. Where did it? There it is. I don't. Let's try to fly anything other than the green one. But that looks kind of cool. All right, so we'll go Burbank. And Atlantic sounds good to me. Alright, and all that's good. Wait, let's make sure this is on real world. Refresh. So we're just going to do a VFR out of here. I haven't done any kind of VFR flying in a while, so it's going to be kind of fun. Trying to pick up VFR clearance out of this class, Charlie. See if I don't screw it up too bad. Remembering all my all the calls and all that stuff properly. We'll get it done. So we're going to go to Santa Barbara. Sounds like a fun place to go right now. It's about 74 miles. Yeah, that's good. You can knock that out in 30, 40 minutes. So if we pick up, let's see here. So if we pick up, let's get rid of all this. We're going to look for, and we'll go plane. There we go. We'll get rid of, well, this can just be Burbank. Put that up. Burbank to KSBA. No route. No airline. Flight number is just going to be November 383 Juliet Mike. And it's westbound. Let's figure out 6,500 for now. And 120 on the speed, and the aircraft is going to be a what is that, Robin? I can't remember now. A C8 CL? No, that's something different. Hold on. Oh, it's a DR40. That's right. Okay, DR40. All right. That should be good enough on the top there. So let's look at Sky Vector for our plan here. All right, let's go. It's going to be a VFR flight. All right, so we'll figure out. So 52. I'm just looking at quickly. It's going to be a quick plan. I'm not going to screw with this. So if you look here, there's nothing in the way of, except for here in this section at 6,500, that's fine. I don't know, sometimes that sticks. There we go. Alright. Just close that so we don't have to hear the noise out there. Oh man, I haven't flown this in a while. It's going to be interesting to remember. Alright, so as far as the flight plan here, let's go ahead. It's going to give us a departure out of here, but as long as we fly, if we fly west out of Burbank, we don't have any airspace except for Van Nuys. Van Nuys is, we're still good there because we're going to get up high. Alright, so that's 30. So if we're above, yeah, so we'll be in the class Charlie. As long as we don't go below 3,000 exiting out of the Charlie westbound, and we don't go any further south and straight west out of here, we'll be fine. We'll stay above. We'll stay above all the other airspaces at 6,500. We'll pick up. Let's see, what kind of VORs can we pick up for navigational? We can just go visual here if we have to. I'm just looking at some kind of other points that we can look for, visual reporting points or anything like that coming out. We could pick up Fillmore. We could pick up Fillmore, and we can exit Fillmore 250 down if we have to. Alright. We'll look for this lake here, and I think we'll be fine. Alright. So we'll pick up, we'll depart westbound Santa Barbara with the weather. Alright. That looks good. And we're going to be, like I said, let's go ahead and connect at November 383 Juliet Mike. Yeah, this is a very quick, obviously, very quick planning here. No airline, nothing like that. Let's see what happens. The real question is can I even fly this airplane? That's the question at hand here, because I don't know if I remember even anything about it. Okay, preheating's done. Let me see if I can find my checklist. Or where would actually the checklist be for this thing? Alright, I definitely have a... Yeah, fuel pump. I could hear the fuel pump going on right now. Alright, preheat's done. Oh, I put the avionics on. That was dumb. Okay. Alright, let's cycle our flaps, make sure those work. Alright, flaps looks good. Not sure if you're supposed to keep this on start or you turn it off. Fuel pumps, I think we're supposed to keep our beacon on now. Keep our nav on, beacon on. Alright, make sure our alternator's working. I know I have a checklist for this, I just don't know where it is. Okay, watching this. Making sure that making sure our battery can keep it running if the alternator fails. Alright, and let's do the same for the alternator. We're going to make sure that the alternator keeps it running in case the battery fails. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and pick up some ATIS information here real quick. Burbank. Oh, you're probably not seeing, oh, didn't realize that the stream was blank. Alright, so we'll pick up ATIS from Burbank.
Pro at 11. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 24. 2.15. Altimeter 2987. Visual approach runway 8, in use. 4 stacks visual approach runway 15 in use. Departing runway 15. 8. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Land and hold short operations in effect. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial contact you have X-ray. Burbank Airport information X-ray. 2353 Zulu. Wind, 160 at 11. Visibility 10.
Alright.
Sky.
Clearance 118. So 118, man, it's weird. I haven't flown this in a while. Like since the first day it came out.
15, roughly.
Okay, ground's gonna be on 123.9er.
Santa Maria, L286, Whiskey Foxtrot, over near FBO, taxi to the active with Papa.
Okay, I heard him, but I'm not hearing any response back on the actual controller.
I'm sorry, it was 232 Whiskey Papa calling in?
There we go. So we're a Robin.
286 Whiskey
DR40. We're going to be departing to Santa Barbara.
For 286
6,500.
Foxtrots. And sorry, go ahead with your request. I missed it again.
Over at Santa Maria, taxi to the active with Papa.
286 Whiskey Foxtrot, runway 30 taxi.
So you know, you're never going to call the
Taxi
active. They're never going to taxi you to a non-active. So
Foxtrot.
just say taxi. That's the only
Victor
version you really
ground,
say.
Legacy 41 Victor Romeo at the southeast parking with the numbers taxi.
Number 41 Victor Romeo, Victor ground, runway 21 taxi by Charlie Alpha.
I need to find
1
the
via Charlie Alpha, Legacy 1 Victor Romeo.
Burbank Tower, November 630 Alpha Juliet, clear on Bravo 3, looking for Atlantic.
So Alpha Juliet, Bravo to the ramp, Delta if you need it, remains.
Bravo to the ramp, Delta if I needed your frequency, Alpha Juliet.
Victorville for Legacy 1 Victor Romeo. Can I have intersection Echo? That'll be like plenty of space.
Alright, once I get a word in, I'll
runway 21 at Echo taxi.
knock this thing down somehow if I don't screw it all up.
Charlie 1 Victor Romeo, thanks.
Number 8674 Uniform Bravo and Foxtrot to the ramp. Remain this frequency.
Bravo Foxtrot with you. Thanks for the help at 74 Uniform.
Perfect clearance. November 383, Jill and Mike's Robin DR40, VFR departure, Santa Barbara 6,500.
Juliet Mike Burbank clearance departure frequency 134.2 squawk 2475.
34.2 2475 Robin 383 Jill and Mike.
Juliet Mike read back to the script.
Alright.
Victorville Tower, Legacy 4
Didn't
Victor
totally
Romeo,
screw that up,
Echo.
which is good. So squawking at 2475.
200 Echo cleared for takeoff. Wind 16016 best
25. Give a takeoff to an Echo.
And let's see, get this a little bit closer here. There we go. 2475. I need to. Hold on. Not ident transponder. We're gonna squawk altitude. There we go. We're at 2475. Looks good. Departure frequency is 134.2. Alright. Once we get our cleared for takeoff, they'll give us a runway heading and all that good stuff.
Or United 332, visual 15.
123.9er is our ground. We go switch over to that.
Correction, 180 at 10
Let me give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find my checklist for this plane. Where would I have put it? I don't know. Look at this. Okay, documents.
Four Victor Romeo connect Joshua.
And checklist.
Joshua departure, Legacy 1 Victor Romeo.
Oh, look at that. If I pull that over here, that way I don't forget something stupid. I'm sure I already did. Pre-flight. Starting engines, after engine starts, okay. It's all good. Alt, yeah, I did all that. Taxi. Let's switch over. We're on ground. Burbank ground, Robin 383, Juliet Mike, Atlantic with X-ray taxi.
383 Juliet Mike Burbank ground, runway 8 taxi by Delta.
8 via Delta, Robin 383, Juliet Mike. Alright, see what we can... See how much trouble we can get in here, guys. This will be awfully fun. Ooh, look at that paint job. Nice. Okay, set flaps. One set of flaps. Oh, look at this guy coming in here. Nice. See if you can run into each other. This is really cool to actually see other aircraft moving, like actual real people here. I actually want to like wave. It's funny. That is really cool. Alright, we'll probably get a right downwind departure. So we'll expect that. Maybe you'll say
Camarillo Tower, Piper 2009er X-ray.
There's another visual departure I can't remember. You have to stay left of the freeway.
Right base from the 26 or 3 miles.
And so yeah,
right base 26,
that'd be kind of cool too as well. Okay, clear on the left. Clear on the right. Yeah, I may want to put a flight plan in here, but I don't even know. I'm not that sorry. I'm just taxiing all over the place. I'm not very good with the X-plane taxiing. For sure, it's usually a wobble. But we were going to put in Fillmore as a reference point in case we need to look for that lake. We can get a reference point off of that lake that we're going to look for, Lake Castaic, I think is what it is.
Taxi in, correct?
To the ramp. Oh, good night.
Alright. There is no real run-up for this thing because it's the diesel engine. Alright, so let me just look at before takeoff, parking brakes set, canopies closed, flight controls, full left. Let's give it a look. Full left, full right, full right, full left, full back, full forward, rudder right, rudder left. Looks good for me. Fuel selector is on.
Longer ground, good evening, November 151 Eagle Whiskey is at the hangars, requesting taxi for departure to the east.
Fuel quantity, I didn't even look at my fuel. Shit. Okay, I'm half tank, that looks good. Elevator trim set for takeoff.
121 Lima Whiskey, so taking the direction.
It's in the good, it's in the settings there, that's good.
Lima Whiskey, Roger, 30 taxi.
Alright, thrust levers idle.
30 Alpha, Lima Whiskey.
And then both lamps are off, that's good.
Lima Whiskey, what's the aircraft type?
And the test button, if you press the FADEC test button here.
Delta Romeo 40.
Okay, RPM's increasing. Both FADEC lamps are on, correct. Alright, and then release. Alright, and then both lamps are off. And we have good RPMs. That's set. Thrust rotors are idle again. Engine instruments and voltmeters are checked.
Error 286.
Everything's in the green.
Foxtrot, holding at 30.
Flaps are
ready to
set.
depart to
Oh, it says to cycle. This is when you're supposed to cycle.
Tower,
Pull
right
down, not on
runway
initial. Okay, so cycle.
Right
pull
turn
down.
out,
All right.
clear for takeoff. Runway 30, 286.
All right, that's
Whiskey
set.
Foxtrot.
Electrical pump. Let's put that on. Electrical fuel pump is coming on. Radios, avionics, and brakes release. All right, so tower is on 118.7. Okay, and departure frequency 134.2. That's ready to go. All right, so we're ready to go. Let me just put in, the only thing I want to put in here is if we look here, I want to put in Fillmore VOR.
With the weather, VFR northbound.
So if we look here, the Fillmore VOR, just for reference, 112.5.
Was there one Tango Sierra Burbank clearance, roger, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 7042.
134.2,
Okay.
7242.
That's active.
One Tango Sierra, squawk 7042, rest of the way back.
7042.
Let's go back here. We're going to go CDI. We're going to use DOR.
Tango Sierra IFR to Santa Monica.
Number 717 Tango Sierra Burbank clearance, clear to the Santa Monica Airport. Flighting 210. Expect radar vectors to join the Van Nuys 095 radio and as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 5,000. 5 minutes after departure.
I'm just looking for direct. Okay.
134.2.
So just give us a reference point. It's directly west of us, so that looks good.
Clear to Santa Monica.
So if you
on
see
departure,
here,
210 radar vectors Van Nuys 045. Then it's
and
5,
that's exactly
4,000 departure,
097 off of
13.2,
Fillmore
squawk 6631
is to Burbank, so directly west. Pretty good.
Van Nuys 095 radio, otherwise read that.
So once we leave there, if we depart there on a 260 heading, we'll fly right over this
Burbank Grand November 401.
Castillas
with the weather, taxi.
lake, and then from there we'll basically be inbound.
Sierra, Burbank,
I plan on flying just south of there though. Maybe just south of that lake.
2009 or X-ray is about to be
Alright,
2.5
that's
miles
it.
out.
I'm ready.
So then X-ray roger 126, clear to land 12408.
Alright, so takeoff is going to be flaps first notch. Thrust levers full power, engine instruments are checked, and then basically rotate at 61. Initial climb will be 68, and then that's it. Climb will be flaps up. Best rated climb, let's go. Best rated climb is 78. Looks good. Up to 9,500. All right. Burbank Tower, Robin at 383, Joe Mike's ready for departure 08.
3 Juliet Mike, Burbank Tower, make right down departure from the 8, clear for takeoff, and 180 to 10.
Right down for wind departure, cleared for takeoff 08, Robin 383, Joe Mike. All right.
404 Foxtrot, Romeo, clear to the Lindbergh Airport, fly runway heading.
If we put our heading bug to 260.
Maintain 4,000, expect 9,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 2305.
Alright, that's bug there. Looking good. Oh, you said right crosswind.
Yeah,
okay. Alright.
Yeah, Lindbergh Airport.
That's going to give us a downward.
Runway heading vectors to the Paradise VOR, then as filed. Climb to 4,000. Alright. Expect 9,000. 5 minutes after departure.
Clear.
4 squawk 2305. Foxtrot Romeo.
Foxtrot Romeo, reback.
Nothing like the present. See if I can get this thing out of here without flapping the. It's so hard. This thing's fast though. Alright. Little shaky. Flaps up. A little early on the flaps, but that's alright.
Juliet, Mike, better contact now.
Nah, I couldn't hear him. 15,000, 383, Joe Mike.
Juliet, Mike, current 1500.
Yeah, I gotta make a volume adjustment. I can't hear you. 383 Joe Mike.
Okay, Juliet Mike, just confirm your altitude is 15,000.
Altitude is 20,383 Joe Mike.
Juliet Mike, max altitude.
One departure 383 Joe Mike. Yeah, I gotta do something real quick here.
01 Tango Sierra Burbank Tower, taking your direction of flight.
Sound radios.
Northbound.
Alright.
Tango Sierra, roger. Make a left cross from departure runway 8.
So let's go to
Let's
departure.
cross and runway clear for takeoff first.
Victor Romeo, traffic 230, 5 miles eastbound, altitude K 1,600, type button.
Okay, 1 Victor Romeo.
SoCal departure 383 Juliet Mike 2,700.
Dropping 383 Juliet Mike, SoCal departure, good afternoon. Cancel altitude restrictions when navigation.
Altitude restrictions canceled 383 Juliet Mike. Alright, so what's happening here? Crosswind departure. Let's get our
And so for number 982 Zulu Bravo, just for your information, we are planning to go mist and then divert KFR to John Wayne.
I need a turn.
Okay, Zulu Bravo, I understand you want to go mist and then go via part of John Wayne?
That's the plan, Zulu Bravo.
Alright.
I gotta climb. If I get above 4,800, I can do whatever I want here.
Two Zulu Bravo, contact Whiteman Power 135.0.
Go to tower, Zulu Bravo.
I was having really trouble hearing them, guys. Alright, I'm really slow here.
JetBlue 720, contact Josh, approach 1, corrections. JetBlue 720, contact Josh, approach 126.1. Affirmative.
Alright, I'm above the Charlie now. Really slow though.
SoCal Legacy 1 Victor Romeo, ready for lower.
JetBlue 720, Josh, approach ready, altimeter 2986.
Alright, we're gonna look for altitude 6,500.
SoCal 1 Victor Romeo, ready for descent.
1 Victor Romeo, for now, descend and maintain, let's see, let's descend and maintain 5,000 for now, fly heading 190. Vector approach, approach request, and let me know when you have the weather.
My coolant level.
Alright, 190, down to 5,000, get the weather, just put in the visual 1 Victor Romeo.
Alright,
Victor Romeo, I expect to runway 26.
Autopilot.
26 running.
Heading mode. And we're going to pick up the altitude 6,500. I'm just going to do this for a second here. So I'll figure out exactly whatever I want to go and start looking out.
JetBlue 720 contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Alright, so I know I've departed, come off here, and I'm right here. There's some mountains right here. Basically these mountains right here are these mountains right here. This is basically where the Bravo starts here between 5,000 and 10,000. So that's why I didn't want to keep going.
720 SoCal approach ready, altimeter 2986. Guys, you have the weather. Then I got the two options for you. You can either get to a visual approach runway 15 or the RNAV Yankee runway 8 to your choice.
Can we take the ILS Yankee runway 8?
The ILS Yankee set there now?
Yeah, that's what we're set up for.
We could actually fly directly to Ventura and go off. That way we can go out from there. So we can go 108.2. Let's look for that one real quick. Go 108.2.
So approach with an 982 Zulu Bravo back with you on the approach.
Bird 982 Zulu Bravo, so car approach with the radar contact. JetBlue 720. Clear direct Mikey. Just maintain 6,000. This will be for the ILS Yankee runway 8 approach.
We're descending down to 6 for the ILS Yankee 8 approach.
JetBlue 720 clear direct Mikey.
We're just looking for.
I can't hear you on that clearance.
Mikey, Mike, India, Kilo,
really loud. Let me see if I
India,
can turn this
Mikey.
thing down here. Interiors.
India, Kilo, Echo. I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little.
Maybe the
Mike, Echo, Kilo, India, Echo, Mikey.
Alright, Mike, Echo, Kilo, India, Echo.
Alright, so we fly directly to Ventura on a 250.
Cal departure, Rob 717, 1,800, climbing 4,000.
Alright, we're looking good.
Down to 4,000, legacy 1 Metro.
Other aircraft just called up.
Robin 717, take a Sierra, 1,900, climbing 4,000.
Robin 717 Tango Sierra, so Cal departure, get a contact climb, maintain 5,000, and leaving 3,000. Actually, fly to disregard, just climb, maintain 5,000 for now.
Maintain 5,000, Robin 7 Tango Sierra.
We're not at Zulu Bravo, what are your intentions?
82 Zulu Bravo, we can cancel the IFR now and we're going VFR to John Wayne with the parachutes, if possible.
982 Zulu Bravo, IFR cancellation received, maintain VFR for John Force.
We're looking good.
Maintain VFR, please shoot on course with Zulu Bravo. And we maintain our squawk code.
Yes sir, just stay with me, I can go.
Thank you.
Took up approach JetBlue 720. I'm sorry about the difficulty hearing you. I just turned my sound off. The Mike Echo Kilo India Echo.
Guys, start
that
looking
does
for
not
a
seem
little
like
points we can recognize here.
JetBlue 720, disregard last instructions. I just fly to 220 vectors final for the ILS.
220 vectors.
So we're basically, if we look at our course.
1 Victor Romeo flying 280 contact. Hoping to approach 124.7.
280 and 20, what was it, 127?
250, and we are
24.7, correct.
24.7, okay.
SoCal Robin 717, take us here. We'd like to request the RNAV GPS from a 2-1 from Darts into Santa Monica.
Alright, trying to figure this all out. Okay, so bearing, there we go. DME, there we go. Okay, so we're 24 miles, and I don't need
717 here, Roger 5,000 heading for now.
Alright, so 24 miles, 240 to VQ.
Was that, that fixed Mikey, was that on any, was that on the arrival or the approach?
1 Victor Romeo, point to approach terminal altimeter 2988, the field. 1 o'clock, 9 12
basically, we're somewhere right around here, just beyond there.
Just with 720, Mikey is one of the initial approach phases for the ILS Yankee runway 8 approach. So he requested the approach, so he's going to be directing Mikey, so we join the approach from Mikey.
Ah, there it is. Alright, that was my mistake, I apologize.
Jeff 720, no problem. Are you able to go direct Mikey?
We should be able to go to Mikey.
I took the 720, clear up Mikey, cross Mikey.
We're going to exit
6,000, and you're cleared ILS, you're going to approach.
Well, so here's the Ventura, okay.
A clear direct Mikey, cross Mikey at 6,000, cleared ILS, runway 8 approach.
About 280.
Let's see what Victor Romeo, clear this approach, runway 26. For 717 Tango Sierra, turn left. Heading 040 vector final.
Left 0407, sir.
SoCal departure, Brand KC2 to Papa
3000, climbing 4000. Van Nuys.
Alright, just on the other side of these mountains here.
From 232 West Bravo, so kind of departure radar contact. Climb, maintain 14,
right
14,000, flighting
This is 1,000 oaks
340.
here. Right, this is that mountain range right here.
14,000.
So Suwana is somewhere like right about here.
For 920 Bravo, traffic 12 about 2 miles northeast of that direction, northwestbound, indicates 4,400 type unknown.
I read that in.
Alright, let's do this. Let's take the autopilot off. Let's try to fly these things manually.
For 1, Victor.
I didn't even turn it off yet. Just a wind change here. Turn that off.
Moment to sorry about that. Contact Cameron Tower 128.2.
See how we can do this manually here. You can see the trim properly. The only problem is this plane wants to turn left the whole time. That's the only problem I got with it. So this little hill right in front of me, I'm going to be turning towards, should be Suwana.
Legacy 4-1, Victor Romeo from the tower, wind 26, you're clear to land, the wind 2408.
Not sure how I can get this thing to, I don't know if there's a trim or that right push to the left there.
Last check, I was on the lane last.
Alright, trying to hold the rudder right a little bit here.
At 350, remain ground runway 15, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 8 mile.
You would think when I turned the autopilot off that it would kind of stay stable for a little bit, but it just, the trim was all messed up and the direction of flight.
November 2 Zulu Bravo, what exactly are your intentions now? I'm showing you about 5,500 east heading. That's fine for now, but for traffic purposes, I might need to turn you, so let me know when you want to proceed on course, John.
Okay, we will advise you just to endure what the Bravo is there.
Alright,
Choose
like
the Bravo, roger.
Just about stable here. Alright, altitude heading stable without the autopilot.
For 717 Tango Sierra, you can expect direct darts here in about 5 miles.
7 Tango Sierra?
683 Jet might contact Palmic approach 134.7.
Is that for me? $24.7 Robin 383 zone. I think that was on me. 4.7. Point maker approach, Robin 383, Joe and Mike 6,500.
323 is called the fighting is 020, join the Palmdale 218 radial inbound, zoom departure.
Yeah, if this weather's going to be shitty over there, I'm going to have to do
Number 20 Bravo, maintain VFR at 5,500.
I'm going to have to do a, tell you what, I'm going to put this on heading. Put the autopilot back on again.
For 17 Sierra, plotting 100.
Check out departure, Boeing 332 for Papa Roger check.
404 Fox,
let's head right. I'm going to come off. I'm coming at...
232 West Papa, loud and clear. I 5 hours ahead of going the Palmdale 218 radios in departure.
Santa Barbara's up here.
Join the Palmdale radio at Van Nuys for departure 2.
Let's go ahead and get it.
Victor Roman taxi parking by Charlie Fox, have a nice day, Mr. Dickinson. 717 Tango Sierra clear at Darts. 17 of Sierra across at Darts.
Alright, we're going to go in and pick up Quang.
At above 4,300, cleared RNAV, runway 2 on approach.
Quang's going to be from Fillmore on the 250 radio, and Fillmore is 112.5.
17 Sierra, main this frequency report going next.
Alright, and then 250 on the course. Wrong button.
404 Fox, let me look at departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 900,000, clear at Paradise as well. For 232 West Papa, you were instructed to maintain 14,000, climb past that, going over 16,000, past the 16,000 now. Say intentions, and it looks like you're a bit off course as well, so let me know what you're wanting to do here.
Boeing 232 West Papa, I think I'm going to sign off, we've got a problem with the sim.
Alright, I hope you get them fixed, have a nice day.
Nice little flight here. I'm staying away from the clouds, which is nice.
Aircraft on the Mojave Tower, aircraft type positioning. 151 on Lima Whiskey Mojave Tower, make it straight in for runway, or correction, enter to the right down runway 30 port base. Which is not a problem, we're too to the land, make straight in.
Alright, so just give me a reference of where I'm
Lima
at.
Whiskey to wind 290 at 21 gust 28, altimeter 2983.
Currently about 183.
Hit the 720, contact the ring time.
13 miles. We look here from Fillmore. So I'm basically right here. And I'm flying a heading of 260 now.
Right, to the Bravo, you can maintain perfect VFR altitude.
So I should see
and,
basically.
Understand you're going to St. Gabriel, percussion going to John Wayne by St. Gabriel.
To the left. I think it's down here. I think that's where it is right there. Kind of hard to see underneath the clouds. And then I'm gonna follow the coast all the way up to Santa Barbara here. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do.
720 over tower right, could land, wind 180 at 10.
Somehow I need to adjust the outside volume in here. It's pretty loud. Let me see if I can adjust this real quick. Outside.
United 332 right tower. Full short, pushing runway 15 on line from runway 8. Traffic is an Airbus on a 2 mile final from runway 8.
I don't know if it's environmentals or what. Let's see. It helped a little bit.
17 is Sierra traffic. 10 o'clock, 2 miles westbound, altitude takes 3,200 type unknown.
I keep forgetting I have a map in the plane. Right? But anyways, this should be Point Magoo, is what I'm looking at here. Let's look at this. That looks pretty close to what I'm looking at here. Yeah. So I'm basically flying over Point Magoo. I'm still avoiding airspace, which is good. So if I was to fly from Point Magoo, 270, I'd be direct to Santa Barbara.
VFR flight calling, or are you just not wanting, just one taxi to deactivate it? 209 X-ray, runway 26, taxi by
so I can turn right, 270 now. And it's basically out here. It looks like the weather's pretty good out there. Playmaker approach, Robin 383, Joe Mike 6,500. He never
Triple 720, roger. I'll maintain 4,000, fly heading at 210.
We can pick up the ATIS 132.65. And what I do, especially in X-Plane, is just basically play it from here. It's easier.
Contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type. Initial
we're
heading
doing there.
and
Eston from make it right down when make it right traffic
Advise
runway
on initial
22.
contact you have Bravo. Santa Barbara Muni information Bravo. 0053 Zulu. Wind 240 at 8. Visibility 10. 2,900 scattered. Temperature 20. 2.13. Altimeter 2988. Visual approach runway 15 right, 25, in use. Departing runway 15 right.
Yes.
25. Move back all runway assignments, and...
Alright, we got Bravo 240, 8 knots. We'll look for the visual 25 in there.
Triple 720, so for the departure, radar contact. Fly heading 260, vectors to final, and stand by for approach. We're 09 X-ray. Normally just I'll take you all the way to the end. Do you want the full length, or would you just
Alright, so
okay
we are somewhere right about here now.
Then actually roger, runway 26, exit Alpha.
So I want to pick up this airway here, 250 on the course.
Roger, must be something different out there. United 332, runway 15, clear for takeoff, wind 18010.
That's pretty good. Altitude checks, engine instruments are all in the green, looking good there.
JetBlue 720, approach west. JetBlue 720, roger, flighting 2555, 5 degrees to the left.
Alright.
JetBlue 720, negative, flighting 255, 255. It's going to be 5 degrees to the left.
25. We're going to taxi to transient parking over here at FBO, and that's going to be basically the northeast FBO transient parking, because there's another one here, and I don't know if there's one here, but yeah, so if you just say transient or FBO or whatever, there's two of them, so you're going to say northeast. So basically I'm going to land here if I can stop it in time.
2009
exit Mike. Hopefully get a taxi Mike Charlie.
2408 on course approved.
And that's what the plan will be. And we'll do a visual 25 in there. Maybe I'll request a touch and go, come back out left turn, and then do a couple patterns. I've never done a pattern in this plane before. Let's see where we're at. Fuel's looking okay.
Trip 720 route. Number 996 Romeo Alpha Van Nuys ground state aircraft type, and what's your destination or direction of flight again? Yeah, 332 contact departure.
Yeah, we should be looking also out for
Skyhawks 966 Romeo Alpha runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
We should be looking out for other traffic as well as we're flying. Like I said, I haven't done VFR flying in a while, so I've
332 circuit departure radar contact. I'm maintaining 14,000, flighting 340.
I've completely neglected that part of the flying right now.
JetBlue 720, climb maintain, correction flighting at 340, climb maintain 5,000. We're 908 to Zulu Bravo. Contact SoCal approach 134. Correction at 135.4. More 5 on Whiskey taxi parking via Alpha and Charlie caution rate 26 and Alpha.
I'm gonna stay close to
717 Tango Sierra,
close
roger.
to the shore here.
What are your intentions?
If we have an engine failure here, we need to have a backup plan at some point here. There is the Pacific Coast Highway right here. If we had to, we could land on that highway.
717 Tango Sierra, roger. XCMS approach to the Cowboys.
It wouldn't be the best place to land, but we could
time now
land here on the shoreline.
41 and 1/4.
Alright, I need to go a little bit more right.
Yeah, 332 clear direct to Langers into departure. For 383 GD Mike, contact Santa Barbara approach 120.5 time.
20.55, 383 Julie Mike. Alright, 20.55.
192 to the Bravo SoCal approach, the Ontario altimeter. It's 2986. Fly heading 100, budget for adjacent airspace.
Santa Barbara approach, Robin 383, Julie Mike 6500.
Robin 383, Juliet Mike, so Santa Barbara approach, the Santa Barbara altimeter 2988. Thank you for Mike.
2988 for Robin 383, Julie Mike. Alright, so I should have changed that earlier.
Here. Can you please reiterate your request? Roger, I'll have that on Preston.
Alright, still inbound here.
For 6 Romeo Alpha, Rider, so you want fly following me today? For 6 Romeo Alpha, no problem, departure frequency 134.2, squawk 5707.
So we could pick up San Marcos,
332 contact LA Center, 125.27.
Just for our reference, and if we, actually no, we're going to still reference Quang here, 250 at Quang. So if we pick en route low,
Skype 96 Germany upper nest tower, 16 track clear for takeoff.
Alright, so Quang is 32 miles from Fillmore on the 250 heading, or course.
United 332, LA Center, climb maintain 17,000.
So we're looking for
upper rank altimeter 2986.
32 miles, we're at 26, and we're coming, the VOR is starting to come down, so we're getting pretty close to Quang. Alright, so we're looking for Quang here. Trying to come down, we're looking for 32 miles. That just gives us a nice reference point where we're at. The water looks good. I did a, there was a modification, I think. It looks way better.
717 Tango Sierra, usually where you don't give guys,
yeah, I'm going to start
move for that particular approach coming from the Santa Monica area.
I'm going to start hitting the clouds here.
Normally you expect starting at Seal Beach if you want anything at all, but even then there's vectors involved with that. I might be able to work you in there. Are you set on doing Elmo, or do you, are you okay with anything else? 717 Tango Sierra, I may cut you off on the last in there. I just want to know, are you okay with Elmo, or is something else okay?
Alright.
We're 17 Tango Sierra,
pretty much just west or east of Quang now. I'm going to have to manipulate myself away from these clouds somehow. I'm probably screwed. I'm probably not going to get under him, and I'm not going to get around him.
Kind of archer radar contact. But 982 Zulu Bravo, resume on navigation, and remain outside Bravo airspace.
We'll see what happens.
With A3G, that might got traffic 2 o'clock, 3.5 miles opposite direction, alpha indicates 5,500, type unknown.
Looking for the traffic 383, Joe Mike. Yeah, he's in the clouds.
Yeah, 332, that's approved. We're 717 Tango Sierra, clearance available, advisory count. November 717 Tango Sierra is cleared to the Hawthorne Airport. If I proceed direct Santa Monica 150 radial, or correction, I'm sorry, the Santa Monica 125 radial, Santa Monica 125 radial, Victor 64, Seal Beach 340 radial, Wells, Whiskey Echo Lima Lima Zulu, direct, descend and maintain 4,000.
Alright, here's the problem. I'm not going to be, this isn't going to be a VFR approach. I don't think I'm going to get under these clouds in VFR conditions. We're going to try it. So I'm just going to wing it. That's, like I said,
Or 7 Tango Sierra,
beginning of this flight, I wasn't doing a major plan, and I definitely didn't plan for any kind of weather. So this would be considered a really bad decision to fly out here not knowing what the weather is going to be like and having to fall back.
Contacts are called approach 128.1.
Hopefully I can get under it. So, what we could do is look for, if we had to, VOR 20, we could do that. Hold on a second. Let's pull up on another page.
For 982 Zulu Bravo, so come approach. John Wayne altimeter is 2988. Thank you for whiskey.
Alright, KBUR 113.8.
332 traffic just passed under you. Will be no factors at 16,500. We're 6 from the Alpha, remain outside Bravo airspace.
And down 279. Alright, let's hit the inbound on that.
We're 7 Tango Sierra, contact circle approach 134.9.
Alright, Quang is 31 miles. We're way past, actually we're right at 31 miles. We're pretty much right at Quang right now. Pretty close. Inbound on the Gaviota 279 now. So what we'll do is 3,000 by Zax. So let's put in
Robert 717 Tango Sierra, so count approach the LA altimeter 2988 at Santa Monica, join Santa Monica 150 radial. And this will be to Zitters 54 vectors.
This isn't really a authorized flight, just so you know, since we're in the clouds. Normally I would need to go away from the clouds here.
Or 383 Gili Mike, the Santa Barbara Airport to your 10 o'clock and 15 miles report in sight.
We'll report in sight 383 Gili Mike. Yeah, these clouds are starting to get in. Alright, we're just hosed here. Okay. I'm going to maintain 2,500 because I'm over above the water.
For 996 Romeo Alpha, say intention.
Okay. Santa Barbara Tower is 119.7. We'll go ahead and get that ready in.
996 Romeo Alpha, Roger. I am supposed to join the actual coastal route. You can join that same route if you'd like. We got to remain outside Bravo airspace.
Alright.
So if you want the coastal route, you can request it.
Oh yeah, no. So Zach's was the outbound at. Okay, so we could go down to 2100. So I was okay on the altitude there.
Ground 6 Germany Alpha. In that case, you're fine. You got traffic to your about 230. Correction, 2 to 2:30 o'clock, about 5.5 miles. It's the eastbound Robin at 4,000.
20.7. So all right, oh yeah, look at that. We're under the clouds.
Robin 7 Tango Sierra. You got traffic to your 10 o'clock, 5 miles southbound Skyhawk 4,800.
I can't see the airport, even though it's out here. I can't see it. There's just like a fog layer right above it.
Top approach 134.9.
Alright.
Tuesday to Bravo John Wayne Airport.
Let's do an approach checklist if we have one.
Tuesday Bravo, make straight in runway 20 right, contact tower 126.8.
There's no really approach checklist here. Alright, let's get our heading synced up here. Okay, we'll maintain 2000. We still got 5 miles to go until we get to Zach's.
Runner 6 Romeo Alpha SoCal approach, the LA altimeter 2988. Clear the Bravo airspace. Pilot coast route southbound, maintain VFR at 5,500
as required.
Airspace.
Approach and or downwind electric pumps on. Electric fuel pumps on. I never turned it off, so there you go. Flaps at 92 knots or below. And then speed at 91 knots, elevator trim set, final, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'll keep that available for us. I mean, I could call airport in sight, but I don't have it in sight, so I'm not going to until I actually see it. There's just a fog bank.
First from Alpha affirmative. For 908 the Bravo John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 1990 at 13.
So, following this, I'm looking for
American 480 Lindbergh clearance, good afternoon.
Once I get to 20.7,
Sky Harbor Airport is Z2 departure, Imperial transition
down
spout,
to
920
feet.
Departure frequency 119.6,
at
squawk
14.7 from Gaviota, I have to go miss. But since I'm not actually doing that approach, I'm not even going to worry about that yet.
Florida, you're back correct.
Alright, we have Bravo. Winds are 2408 knots, 2988.
Did you that Mike understand you at the airport and stuff?
Yeah, still looking 383 Julie Mike.
Okay, did you the Mike 12 o'clock, 9 miles.
You've got a little fog in front of us at 383 Julie Mike. Alright, well, I'm still looking for it. If they put the lights on out there, I might be able to see it. Just me, or is I'm the only one that can't see this, or what? Let's see here. Oh, look at airport in sight. Oh, there we go. I can call it in sight. Santa Barbara approach, Robin 383, Julie Mike airport in sight.
Then 383 Julie Mike, contact Santa Barbara Tower, 019.7.
Going to tower there, Robin 383, Julie Mike. Santa Barbara Tower, Robin 383, Julie Mike inbound to land.
Robin 383 Juliet Mike, Santa Barbara Tower, good afternoon. Make it straight in, runway 25, clear to land, 12408.
Straight in 25, clear to land, Robin 383, Juliet Mike. Alright, I'm going to stand. Even though I'm not really on the I'm on a visual approach, I'm still just going to fly this profile for right now. Just for the fun of it. So in reality, if I was, I could descend down to 920 feet, and then at 14.7 from Gaviota, if I can't see the runway environment, I would have to go mist. And so if we were really flying this approach, we'd have to fly, climbing left turn to 4,000 on a heading of 205 to the Gaviota radial 127 to go lit and hold. So what would happen is basically we'd go mist. We'd fly left heading until we intercept the 127 and we would hold. So if we flew this, we would basically, I would fly a parallel entry on the 127
332 contact LA
and then make a left turn
134.65.
and then basically that and hold there at 4,000 if that was the case. Anyways, since we're on a visual approach, if we have to go mist, we're just basically going to come off left and basically fly down.
32 Los Angeles Center to Victorville, altimeter 2985.
Okay, I got the runway in sight. Basically, it's flying this way, so I will make a left turn when I get closer here. I've been cleared to land. Landing light.
We're 717 Tango Sierra. Traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction. Altitude indicates 4,500.
Each one of these lights are, but I don't really have any.
We're 7 Tango Sierra. Descend to maintain 3,000 vector for traffic and route.
We don't need. Haven't used it all played anyways. Again, for the practice, if we were really doing it, it would be 14.7. We still got 3 miles, so we basically, you know, after we got to Zax, we were cleared to basically, you know, if we were on this approach, we would be cleared to descend to 920. Hold that until 14.7.
Camarillo ground, good evening. Eclipse 646 Whiskey Tango IFR 2 Hawthorne.
Take a look at this.
2009
we're going to land. I'm going to try to. We're going to land 25. I'm going to try to exit by Mike. And
Eclipse 646
so
Whiskey
Mike,
Tango.
It's Charlie to the ramp. It's going to be on the at the northeast FBO. All right, autopilot coming off. Flaps. If you look, we're still 16 miles
approach on 19.6
away, so. And not away from the airport, but away from Gaviota, so. Looking pretty good.
4045 shot Romeo contact, so call approach 19.6.
Hey, Gumps check. So gas, we got it. Fuel selector's on. Undercarriage is already, gear's already down. Mixture is none. We don't have a mixture control here. Props.
4045 shot Romeo contact, so call approach 19.6.
Are all tight, and we've been cleared to land. Flaps full. Okay, speed check 66 knots.
Got 4045 shot Romeo, SoCal approach, the Limburg altimeter 2993, flighting 140, vectors for arrival gate. And advise you of the weather. You said you had Romeo, is that right?
A lot low.
Heading 140, and let me know when you add approach request. Here come 3227 Dallas Center to send by Lucky One arrival. Good afternoon. Center Miff Roger. Number 200 X-ray to contact South Torrance Airport, John Wayne altimeter 2988, maintain VFR at or below 2000 for traffic. at your 3 o'clock, correction 9 o'clock, and 4 miles southbound is a Robin at 3000. Should not actually proceed direct the Huntington Pier report in sight. Correction, report crossing Huntington Pier. Or 7 Tango Sierra, fly heading 130, contact approach 128.1.
Alright. I'm going to exit here off. So this is 15 left, right, and we're going to exit here on Mike. Flaps coming up.
09 straight negative. 4996 Jeremy Alpha, contact SoCal approach 128.1, leaving Bravo airspace.
And landing lights, I think these are, I don't know which one's which, to be honest. One's a taxi, I think, and one's a landing light. Santa Barbara Tower. Robin 383, Julian Mike's clear. 25 at Mike, taxi to the northeast, FBO.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, clear direct, Seal Beach, downwind altimeter 2988. We're 646 with Tango, another minute. Other aircraft, say again. Sky 96 Germany Alpha, SoCal approach, downwind altimeter 2988, understand your landing, John Wayne. 6 Germany Alpha, procedure at Mile Square Park. Number 09 extra, cancel altitude restriction.
Alright, this is hotel here. This is Charlie up here, so.
Number 7 Tango Sierra traffic. 2 o'clock moving 3 o'clock, 2.5 miles eastbound, Seminole 2000.
Is this on? Oh, no, that was already on. Okay. Hey, maybe we'll just do a taxi back and take off. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do some touch and goes. Oh yeah, let's.
Number 646 Whiskey Tango. Clear to the Hawthorne Airport. On approach flight in 275 air vectors Ventura's file. Maintain 4000. Expect 7000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.7. Squawk 4323.
Alright, that wasn't it. Looking for
Clip 646 Whiskey Tango cleared to Hawthorne Airport. They heading 275 radar vectors Ventura, then is filed. Maintain 4000, expect 7000 10 minutes. Departures 124.7, squawk 4323.
We're 6 Whiskey Tango back correct. We're 717 Tango Sierra at Seal Beach, join Seal Beach 340 radial. This would be a vectors to the approach. And I'm standing with the VOR 25. 7 Tango Sierra actually join the 341 radial, the 341 radial at Seal Beach, and we'll see if we can get you on the approach from there. I'll coordinate that real quick. Seven Tango Sierra, roger. After that, what are your intentions?
Hopefully I didn't miss his call. I had to step away to go leak.
Okey-doke.
Santa Barbara Tower, Robin 383, Julian Mike is exit at Mike. Request taxi back to 15 left for pattern.
November 383, Julian Mike, runway 15 right, taxi via Mike, Charlie.
15 right via Mike, Charlie, Robin 383, Julian Mike. Alright, cool.
And you want traffic patterns, is that right?
Yeah, traffic patterns, 15 right or left is good for me, 383, Julian Mike.
The right side works for me.
Right side works for me, 383, Julian Mike.
And Joe Winter on
November ground, American 480, coming out of Terminal 2, ready for taxi.
Alright.
Reported Lumber ground, way 27 X Alpha. Or correction,
27 Via Alpha, American 480.
American 480 actually that's going to be bad, Bravo, my bad.
Correction, we'll make that Bravo, American 480.
I've never done traffic patterns in this plane, so this will be fun.
Camera ground, clip 646 Whiskey Tango at the south ramp, numbers taxi.
Clip 646 Whiskey Tango, camera down, you want full length?
Yeah, I think is it just heading to my right here? Is it like hotel?
For 646 Whiskey Tango, I think it depends on what scenery you're using. I can give you golf, get you all the way to the end, or give you alpha.
Looks like, what is it? It should be just alpha, like hotel, and yeah, alpha looks like full length to me.
For 6 Whiskey Tango, Roger runway 26X valve.
26 by alpha, clip 6 Whiskey Tango.
Yeah, disregard, I don't know what I was thinking. It's runway 26 by alpha.
Mojave Tower 286 Whiskey Foxtrot inbound with from the west with the weather.
Runway 286 Whiskey Foxtrot Mojave Tower, enter left downwind, runway 30, port
We
turning
should have a
base.
little left to right crosswind. About
And
8 knots,
left downwind, report base, runway 30, 286 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Virginia Extra Tower 26.8.
John Wayne Tower, Seminole 209er X-ray, 2000.
Seminole 200 on extra John Wayne Tower, enter right downwind, runway 20 right, the wind 18012, altimeter 2988.
Yeah, that's taxi.
Right downwind 20 right, 09er
That's
X.
landing, okay.
Camarillo Tower, good evening, Eclipse 646 Whiskey Tango, ready for departure, runway 26.
Eclipse 646 Whiskey Tango, Camarillo Tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff, wind is 2709.
Clear for takeoff 26, Eclipse 6 Whiskey Tango.
And John Wayne Tower, November 20 Bravo, so hotel,
busy.
port taxi, west run.
I'm
For 17 can steer across Seal Beach at 3000, cleared VOR, runway 25 approach.
For some reason, I just say inchwise, I don't know why.
For 17 can steer Cal approach, 124.9. For 6 Romeo Alpha, Roger, contact tower 126.8.
Here we go. Ready, set, go. Santa Barbara Tower, Robin 383, Joe Mike's ready for departure, 15 right, close sharp.
We're 383 Mike, Santa Barbara Tower, on 15 right, clear for takeoff, right, close sharp, or midfield each time.
Right, close traffic, clear for takeoff, 15 right, midfield, 383 Joe Mike. That was horrible.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 996 Romeo Alpha, 1 mile square park,
I got everything out, it just
inbound with
wasn't a
X-ray.
bad flow.
966 Romeo Alpha, John Wayne Tower. You got traffic as a Seminole off to your right side, about 4.5 miles about to your 3 o'clock. It's not 1,200. Important side.
We have him in sight, 6 Romeo Alpha.
6 Romeo, follow that traffic.
Very sensitive.
Enter the right down runway 20 right.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, we'll follow him in and right downwind 20 right, 6 Romeo Alpha.
Birds, they're not actually. Can you keep your speed up in the downwind, please?
I'll speed up the downwind, 09er X.
Flaps up.
I think. Got Scott coming in behind you, but he's actually going faster than you, which is rather ironic.
I was bottoming out my descent there and slowed down.
717 Tango Sierra, SoCal approach, LA altimeter is 29er. I understand you're going miss and you have the weather at Hawthorne.
Alright.
717 Tango Sierra, Roger. And I'll give you a hand off the Hawthorne Tower here in a moment. But
on the heading.
You said you're going to John Wayne, is that right? Alright. Just let me know when you're going. 646 was Tango, kind of departure.
Okay, over to departure 6 Whiskey Tango.
That's really off. Yeah,
646 was Tango, pump, go departure, radar contact,
my turns are horrible.
7,000,
Okay.
right, Ventura, stop.
Try to do better on the next one.
96 was Tango, you do have traffic to your 10 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, 6,500 type unknown. Well, 09 X-ray, 120 right, clear to land.
20 right, clear land, 09 X-ray.
Mojave Tower 286
never gonna
Whiskey
get a word.
Foxtrot turning base for runway 30.
Or 6 was Foxtrot, runway 30, clear to land, wind is 290 at 23, gust 33.
Clear to land, runway 30, 286 Whiskey Foxtrot.
3-3 Joe Mike set the number is 15 right.
Taxi, westbound.
Who's requesting taxi?
2 Bravo, we cleared the runway on Monday.
Or 9 days of the Bravo taxi parking via Bravo, have a nice day, district.
Good luck in the Bravo, your frequency. Thanks for your help. Good luck.
No problem. Number 6 Romeo Alpha, you've been number 2 behind the Seminole, runway 20 at clear to land.
Okay, number 2 behind him, 6 Romeo Alpha, clear line 20.
Santa Barbara Tower 383, Julian Mike's turning right base 15 right.
3G, the Mike, runway 15 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 15 right, 383 Julian Mike. I shouldn't say 383, I should say Robin 383 Julian Mike. Or November 383 Julian Mike, but not just 383. Anyways, okay. So Gumps, fuel's checked, undercarriage is done.
Number 6 Whiskey
propeller,
Tango.
Seatbelts.
Yeah, we can do that. Climb, maintain 1000. Contact LA Center 135.5.
I'm really high. Not that kind of high. I'm just high.
San Luis Tower, Beechcraft 27542, 10 miles east. Request full stop landing with Zulu.
Beechcraft 27542, San Luis Tower. Make sure to enter runway 29. Port a 3-mile final.
I'm gonna have to do a better a longer downwind.
San Luis Tower, Beechcraft 27542, runway 29, 3-mile final.
Lindbergh Tower, American 480, runway 27, ready for takeoff.
LA altimeter 2988. And in lost comms procedures, you'll be maintaining 7,000. So maintain 1,000, but expect 7,000.
Now we do have a right 8-mile cross. I said left when I'm taking off.
Runway entire the Seminoles clear 20 left. Or right, I mean.
Seminole 09, I show you where you going to parking or you want to go back around?
I'll go back around. Actually,
yeah, I show you runway 20 exit Bravo Kilo.
Alright. Not killing ourselves.
Scratch that as 09er X-ray is going to go to parking right here by the tower.
Reservation, no problem. Thanks for parking straight ahead. Have a nice day. This trip.
It's just so hard to control the taxiing with this plane.
Lindbergh Tower, American 480, runway 27, ready for takeoff.
Any kind of time.
American 480, Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, ready for takeoff. The wind
flaps out.
Is 28. This correction 200 at 8.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff. American 480.
I see we get our.
Off on ground, November 497 Tango Charlie at southeast ramp with the weather, requesting VFR southbound departure, taxi to the outdoor.
Yeah, 332, descend to maintain 6,300, bullhead altimeter, 2960.
That's a little better. It's a little high here.
Yes, correction near 717, take us here, kind of Hawthorne Tower, 121.
It's kind of wide. Not too bad. A little high.
6 Romeo Alpha vacated, 20 right, just going to taxi right by the tower here.
6 Romeo Alpha ride, thanks, parking straight ahead, thanks, trouble, see you later.
Great, thanks, straight ahead parking, 6 Romeo Alpha, see you later.
Hawthorne Tower, Robin 717 Tango Sierra, VOR 125.
717 Tango Sierra, Hawthorne Tower, runway 25, you are cleared to land. The wind is 240 at 6. Airport going miss. I'll have clearance instructions for you after you go miss.
Miss 7 Tango Sierra.
It's hard to get a perspective of the direction of the runway in the simulator.
American 480 kind of departure. We'll see you.
Over to departure, American 480.
United 2, Christian Ryan 332, say approach cross, advise jet weather. United 332, no problem. Continue on your present course. Continue with your own navigation for now, and actually let's do this. Depart Needles heading 360, special approach from my 16.
Alright, that's a little better for a right base now.
At 332, descend to maintain 7,000.
Santa Barbara Tower 383, November 383, Julian Mike's turning right base 15 right. I should say Robin.
3G that Mike, runway 15 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 15 right to 383.
Yeah, 40, so got a departure radar contact. .com 3227 contact, LA Center 128.6.
I should have done first.
Or 404 contract runway, descend to maintain 6,000. 404 Foxtrot removed to maintain 6,000.
Yeah, a little slow. It's okay, but I'm really high here.
404 Foxtrot removed to maintain 6,000. .com 3227 LA Center Olympic altimeter 2903.
That's a late on the flaps. This wind's killing me here. This is actually pretty cool. I got it. Get the thing nose over. That's alright. Yeah, look at that thing. Alright, flaps up. Let's get this thing rolling now. Man, the taxi on this thing is ridiculously horrible. I'm sorry, but it's just way too sensitive. I'm barely touching my rudder pedals and it's like all over the road here.
646.
I feel like I'm going to crash every time I either taxi or I'm on the runway.
6 with Tango contact, so on approach 127.4.
Alright, coming right. Okay, a little better on the crosswind.
Hawthorne Tower, Robin 717, Tango stairs in the mist.
If I didn't feel so
646 West Tango, so approach Catalina altimeter 2
unstable, I would do all
about
the
20 miles.
procedures here, like practicing here.
717
I'm afraid to take my hand off.
Clearance available, advisory to gap.
Ready, copy, 7 Tango Sierra.
Alright, let's go.
717 Tango Sierra is cleared to the John Wayne Airport.
Fuel pumps off, lights
via
off,
Limbo.
just for practice.
Victor 64, Seal Beach, direct, maintain 3,000.
Okay, and then you go midfield, then you go landing lights on.
Good John Wayne, Limbo, Victor
Dumps,
64, Seal Beach, direct,
gas,
3,000.
undercarriage, mixture, propellers, and seatbelts are all good.
Tango Sierra, read back correct.
Santa Barbara Tower, Robin 383, Joe Mike's midfield 15 right.
JG that mic, runway 15 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 15 right. Robin 3, Joe Mike. Alright, I'm going to do a full stop here. All the time I got
First 6
today.
Whiskey Tango, sliding 080, Victor John Wayne Airport. Or correction,
Right,
Victor
so
Hawthorne.
first tapes of flaps, a little late on that. Trim. Okay, looking back here, still got a little bit here. A little slow. Actually, that's pretty good right there.
Record 48 traffic, 8 o'clock, 5 miles, south, eastbound, indicates 3,100, appears to be descending type unknown.
Alright, let's turn base.
3227, contact,
right
SoCal approach 124.35.
Yeah, that was kind of like one turn all the way around.
.com 3227, SoCal approach, Lumberg altimeter 2993, clear local out 027 approach.
Alright, flaps full.
Record 40 traffic, no effect.
And that thing just
404 Foxtrot, Romeo, contact SoCal approach 124.35.
Alright, this time I'm going to aim my nose a little
Upgrade
more
that
right.
runway 15 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 15 right, 383, Joe Mike. was already given that, but that's okay.
John Wayne clearance, Twin Cessna 217 Kilo Romeo back
slow.
with you again. Like to pick up via for flight following to Palomar with ATIS information X-ray.
Push 6 was to Tango, so to maintain 4,000. Other aircraft calling? I didn't catch all that, say again.
That was for John Wayne clearance, number 217 Kilo Romeo Twin Cessna C340 slant golf. Like to pick up flight following to Palomar, please.
Oh, see, look at that.
Twin Cessna stand.
Very little rudder.
404 Foxtrot, Romeo SoCal approach. Limerick altimeter 2993, understanding with a localizer 27 approach.
That was crazy.
4 Foxtrot, Romeo, roger, descend to main, correction of landing 180 vector approach. American 480 contact, LA Center 133.55.
Alright, landing light off.
The Twin Cessna, go ahead.
John Wayne clearance, Twin Cessna 217 Kilo Romeo, Cessna 340 slant golf, flight following to Palomar with X-ray.
We're 217 Kilo Romeo, John Wayne clearance. You're going to Palomar, Cessna 340 slant golf, is that right?
Affirmative.
This is VFR, correct?
You got it.
Oh, I had this stupid thing in my... I wish I'd known that was in my way the whole time. Santa Barbara Tower and Robin 383, Juliet Mike's exit Alpha Mike, taxi back to the FBO northeast side.
We're 217 Kilo Romeo, clear correction on departure flighting 150, maintain VFR at or below 2,400, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3224, standby for readback. Record 480, LA Center, climb, maintain flight level 290. We're 404 Foxtrot Romeo, traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles eastbound, correction westbound, Airbus 7800 descending. We're 6 Whiskey Tango, fly heading 070. We're 3 Juliet Mike, going back to parking.
Yeah, northeast side to FBO 383 Juliet Mike.
The Juliet Mike taxi park via Mike Charlie, cross runway 25, Mike hold short, runway 15 right on Charlie.
Mike Charlie, cross 25 right, and Mike hold short at 15 right at Charlie 383 Juliet Mike. Alright.
United 332, verify altitude showing you at 6,400, it should be 7,000.
Alright, here's Mike, we're across here.
Yes, 332, yes, that's correct initially, however I amended that and gave you 7,000. Climb maintain 6,600 for terrain 6,600 and fly heading 290, and this will be vector defined. March 60, question 4045, shot Romeo to maintain 5,000.
San Luis Tower, Cessna 8029 Bravo is approximately 6 miles northwest at 5,000 with November inbound for landing.
We're 717 Tango Sierra, contact SoCal, correction, SoCal departure on the 134, correction, make that 128.1.
28.1, 7 Tango Sierra.
Seven Kilo Romeo, you want us to read it back now?
7 Kilo Romeo, yes please.
217 Kilo Romeo, departure flight in 150, via flight below 2,400, departure 128.1, squawking 3224.
7 Kilo Romeo, back correct, thank you.
Roger.
Santa Barbara Tower, Robin 383, jump Mike's holding short, runway 15 right at Charlie.
We're 312 Jim Mike, cross runway 15 right in, 15 left on shy, taxi pocket straight ahead, this frequency, have a wonderful day.
I crossed 15 right and left at Charlie to the parking on this frequency, Robin 383, jump Mike, see ya.
Yeah, 332 the airport to your 9 o'clock, 8 miles port.
San Luis Tower,
approach runway 16.
Bravo is approximately 6 miles northeast, inbound for landing with November.
There was like 3 airplanes at once just now. All I heard was 717 Tango Sierra. You want the what again? 7 Tango Sierra, Roger. Have you on request for the LDA DME runway 20 right. And the other aircraft that was airborne, go ahead. Or 667 Sierra Bravo Center. 1 second. .com 3, correction 32, 27 Contact Lambert Tower 18-3.
On ground 217 Kilo Romeo, signature parking, request taxi 20 right with X-ray.
Or 6 is Tango Clear, Seal Beach, and join the Seal Beach 340 radial. This is going to maintain 3 down. Or 6 actually I'm in the altitude, maintain 4,000 for traffic. Or 667 Sierra Bravos, LA Center, the Yuma altimeter.
That's it for me.
If I can find it. 29 or 66.
Okay. That's pretty much it for me. Oops, that was the wrong button. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Until next time.